Revolt Drive. We're live across all social media platforms. We live across all social media platforms. Revolt Media. Across all social media platforms. Being Facebook, TikTok, Snap, Twitter, IG. Everywhere. Revolt Media. Tighten your seatbelt, be ready for the drive. Tighten your seatbelts and be ready for the drive. Tighten your seatbelts and be ready for the drive. We're driving you home to your various destinations.
We're driving you home to your
various destinations. With Kwanzanyame, Revolt Drive. Tighten your seatbelt, be ready for the drive. Tighten your seatbelts and be ready for the drive. Tighten your seatbelts and be ready for the drive. We're driving you home to your various destinations.
We're driving you home to your
various destinations. With Kwanzanyame, Revolt Drive. We're live across all social media platforms. We live across all social media platforms. Revolt Media. Across all social media platforms. Being Facebook, TikTok, Snap, Twitter, IG. Everywhere. Revolt Media. Tighten your seatbelt, be ready for the drive. Tighten your seatbelts and be ready for the drive. Tighten your seatbelts and be ready for the drive. We're driving you home to your various destinations.
We're driving you home to your
various destinations. With Kwanzanyame, Revolt Drive. We're live across all social media platforms. We live across all social media platforms. Revolt Media. Across all social media platforms. Being Facebook, TikTok, Snap, Twitter, IG. Everywhere. Revolt Media. Revolt Radio. Define yourself. Tighten your seatbelt, be ready for the drive. Tighten your seatbelts and be ready for the drive. Tighten your seatbelts and be ready for the drive. We're driving you home to your various destinations.
We're driving you home to your
various destinations. With Kwanzanyame, Revolt Drive.
Yes, we are driving you home to your various destinations. This is the man, the city, the God, Kumasi Nyame. And every Friday is to say the answer. One money to a GP. A GP, you feeling maybe too bleedy. Hey, I say, whoa. But your bad one say video, no, Eddie Amame. This is the man, the city, the God, Kumasi Nyame. I'm here with Chevy. Big Mike is coming. Jasmine is already here. And then we have Agenda Man so high. And I ever heard it ever call. Congratulations to Ghana Blasters. I don't remember the last time Michelle Blaster was 5 goals. Ebiana and Yama versus this year. But yes, congratulations. Blaster chef 5-0 against Chad. The airpen is here 5-4, 5-3, 4-5. That is what makes a team a team. Obano say video now, man. We are live on Facebook, live on TikTok, and live on YouTube. Comment is so in here, pa. There be amufra, moka say, oh, we are doing well, we are doing well. You know, there be amufra, oh. Any jidi mo ye no ho mo ba nso amon share mo so a mo ni jidi ye no ho nso mo amon share but oba sharing scanning why obi ka tell me say free say share you have to pay something this time share you just hit it na hit notification when you hit notification pe you'll be fine why na bibia akoso kama e dey amaye nyina why but oba no share video na e dey amaye we are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube, TikTok, you know, stream live. It's too bad for our comment, bro. Me who baby I'll share you free. Nah, yeah, mouth shout out. Yep, the trans say there na munina monitia say a RG Kids portrait. RG Kids portrait there. About maternity, any family shoot, any kids, new baby, day one baby bonds. Say ne and ne ya wa now person baby child ba photo emawa for RG. se wo ono kunuma ware na bia anniversary photos bia mo pese mutwa ni nyina RG ebe aba betwa bibia e de amount enkra no photo no kra na ye me fe no the memories that comes with it akra no to ho na se watwa no na bibia e kama photo bia utwa bia so it come with a team photo bia utwa bia comes with a team yes into be part of branding designing nice team emfa ma na emfa ntwa photos no na bibia enye kama e wo honom obetimi akọ Instagram RG Kids Portrait Instagram RG Kids Portrait obeko no honom na wakwa akohwe a team a opay na say uhwe photos no ma portfolio no behu the ABI when je ho na say waye e de amount na bibia akọ kama e de amount for RG was 61425422151 61425422151 Lona Soul Streetwear so there about a quality and affordable t-shirt oba ho a ho na obenya no enye bazawala t-shirt bia t-shirt echewa t-shirt bi wo ho a esi ni ba kwa na esi debi enye sana Lona so no etie anti your black and white t-shirts with a 3D printer pa unya bi ebebo ana shorts no so de jai alawala your beige and then we have the gray one yes a man no efata man pa anti oye be ma na bia ofili eye top na to down ni bi ma o girlfriend and ibeje ho pa na say o wife www.lonasoulstreetwear.com www.lonasoulstreetwear.com na kokoje wo de promotions cost wo ho nti no yeah and also bebo ama bia kama e de amount a Cuba skincare line we are send up so ho ye fe na wa ho fe ni nyina down so a Cuba because we dey no air fa na bibia koso yi e de amount umpe acne wo wanim pimples rough skin opeso wanim toso to say me de bia no akwaji on say yen tuntumfo no fe kama enye bazawa last skin bia no akwaji wo de www.ekuba.com www.ekuba just go to the site na ko hekeke o de on tade kra ko site on ko www.ekuba.com bia natural ingredients inti synthetic bia any more be how body 614-584-1845 614-584-1845
Revolt Radio. Define yourself.
Yes. Not barbershop the you teneswani asoro your bema or your bar now pese unya haircut I be fatal pa ko not barbershop opese uyu ti soon as no so your bar na bia pese odi nwi eto ti so a e be fatal and also ni nyina not barbershop your fade cuts or your taper your razor shaves your edge ups your wave cut your hair coloring your braiding this be opese your fa trimmy ho de bi wo ana mo e ma na mpese mo hye mo nsa no ni nyina so ebetimi ahyehye mo nsa e de amammo ana ye kan say eyebrow mo amotete mo ne achi na mo ye lashes ne ade no ni nyina e bi wo ho etiko North Barber Shop e wo 2496 South Hamilton Road Felix the Barber ho obedi ho dwuma e de amaw okọ Saraga Inside so a omusa ho ba bia exit no no ura ho no ma North Barber Shop ho be kona Sister Monica so ho no ma odi nwi ni beto ato aso ama obe bredi uti no e de amaw ne Andrea so e be hyehyɛ o more no ene bibia no ayo makeups bibia the amount yes I many anything beauty there e ho na ye no enti kɔ ne ye emfa mo na so wa ho ofe weekend yi obia ne dofo pii na so wa ho ofe enko so kama
Revolt Radio. Define yourself.
That's me. It is a let's say a refugee bia. Let's say refugee bia ufuri eyi abe. Ade. You for cry. You for cry give you up what? Don't worry, everything will be fine. Oh yeah there. I say we energy no for mommy. I say one part. I say what bad news be.
No, really, I'm just tired.
You're tired.
Sorry.
Yeah, life is tiring.
A long week.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You're gonna be alright, okay? Now me oh that Roman in TV be able fine. Yes. GM, now how to say?
Come on, say next Friday.
Wajiska.
No, for me, me imagine me the next.
I'll go with time to Wajiska. I think I saw Wajiska.
Imagine
Has there be a week? I'm going to
imagine me
the Wednesday.
imagine me the next week.
I'm going to do the next week. Big Mac, the original every week. Yeah.
There you go.
And then Friday. Friday and so they do Friday. Open foot to and from it. Friday you 2-4.
And you're home with that.
Open foot to how they try Sunday and you
No, I'm a dear foot too.
and then Saturday and then Sunday we anymore.
Compare time, man.
I have first couple the remember 8.
Okay.
Yeah, and free for foot.
And then Munina, Amonia, Tinya Fina. Obi crowd was here foot to crowd a chum.
She said the energy on
Yate. Big Mike, now what to say?
Was never the morning. Was so
The
whole was it?
Set me off as a for on it, Mrs. Tahoye.
Oh, when you'll be out here.
Omohoye, dear, and say, yes, for photo of the day, the toss of the call, Chevy. Or say daughter, or bad in the papa lady come or say I want a dinosaur. Never pass it, it's impossible. And I cry say, then let me have a boyfriend. Papa na kuchinjira kwa wewe dinosaur libya balo. Papa na kuchinjira kwa dinosaur libya balo. Na we dinosaur ye trailer we share the free by Texas for baby. We are Texas or we look back for dinosaur the free. Just rule out about Musa. We did today. I say, "Mutimi, ehamu papa Musa."
Our fathers have a soft spot for us. Or more soft spot to be and I any him where to press and get it because even at my old age camp, there are moments I can call my dad and press a soft spot. So yeah, we just know how to get our dads, and dads always try to do whatever it takes for their daughters, just as like an example, and I say my daddy got it kind of vibe, into we just know how to get our dads.
Yeah, not more manipulate your man.
Oh, there are days like me, my dad say no. I know how to like my friend on the night. It's how I'll even behave. No, I know how to get my dad. It's not manipulation. It's just that I know my dad's buttons. Papa so pay bibi on me or friend on friend me jazz. He will call me by a certain name when you say. Oh, daddy. Then you do it. So we just know. Sports I see a press. That's it.
But there are times a total manipulation.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
When you say it's a bit mental health.
No, only say manipulation. And you say they don't know. They know it's manipulation. I think their fathers know. Like when I call my friend Papa, like me call Ghana, I say this my friend Papa. Vibes I'm the man. Oh no, only say me manipulate, But I got my way. Oh, only. I'm Papa, my friend, I'm a man, a certain voice. I say, what do you want? Me casa query. And when I come like, oh, it's sugar.
And what do you? And you're just two fathers and call. Or baby, I party for them.
Hey.
And no crown.
Yeah. Baby, I party for them. Last time I'll be friend. There you see. Voice. I say like romantic. Be me say what they then I'll pay or they catch them. I said, oh, what my money will send you. She said, I mean to me, can't me here and go the next time.
Oh, no. What?
That's what they do.
What do you because a man of front now started, or start and a voice romantic be.
It starts from the father. It started with our dads, then it bad memories. So it started with our dads before boyfriends.
Well, okay, so why do you think that it? At the end, Emma Phyllis says, "Oh my yes,
It starts with our dads. Our fathers have started that. They taught us that because for me, Papa, before instead of be ko bi hono, or be prefer say or be bane ho. Into mo no mo training and say, "Your boyfriends are automatically no. Oh, if I could do this with my Papa." Meet me here with my boyfriend, I will get it. And we test the water small. You're testing so it works. In the testing it working there, and they will keep it going. So that's the thing. More training. Even the brothers.
The fathers in there training daughters, and our daughters and my fathers like that.
No, the fathers trained us. Obi the all papa and person being your boyfriend. It will cost you a dinosaur. I cost you a whole
Big
dinosaur.
Shit. Will you do this for your daughter? You have 2 daughters.
You will.
Aquatica.
Yeah, I think so. I've done more than that because usually, like I just want a peace of mind. And see, there are a few times I say, make me my own head TV. And then once we're at home, now I'm buying me and they're going at each other. But also TV now there will be like quietness and silence. I just turn it on for them.
It will feel almost said that to use that.
Almost said that. And I think it's a very innate, like at a bomb. Yeah, at the bomb.
When they are dealing with men.
Yeah, at the bomb. We say we share them. I think Venice, even Adam and Eve up on a cast man, Obana, yeah, we say, Jacopo,
for peace.
Yeah, what we say, enjoy for peace, because like as a man, I think that you want a peace of mind to like live life and enjoy.
The direct account here is like why me and then I go be the disack of his over.
Oh yeah. Only a person because somebody evil, but only a bad.
We're bad on.
Only a bad in a way. Said another person, but I know what like or the battle in a way. And see,
accomplice.
Adam Carr saying, "God, no rain." Saying, "God, no cabbage marry." Nanka, every JB na I know. Yeah, be on it. So, but I saw no rain.
Me no the idea they could bush it.
Exactly.
Twins better now.
I have a pen like that, but like as little as like when they are babies.
Do the sons have the same thing with their fathers?
They don't because
with their mothers.
They have it with their mothers. I feel like they have.
No, I think they do, but then they don't leverage it like the females leverage their fathers.
Yeah.
Because when you see what him said, you be one of them. He doesn't even have to ask Obenya if he nimami one, but umbisa, and he will still get it. Or so when then he will go and then get it. And also like mama no aim pushing it in channel. You're like, okay, you can have it. But I'm buying it. When him they all said like when him what she can get away with, right? And then sometimes she wanna even get away with more than what she can get away with. So they keep pressing your buttons. Yeah.
It is a way you to be stopping them from.
Unless you're born by your couple and say, "Oh my, but for no more, no." I want to say something like whatever. Clean their call, mumuna now, until so something serious.
I remember say, "Ya couple bully pan."
Barbara Funi,
Barbara Funi, about forget what I say. My first see clean the Zoom baby before. The small angels.
No, seriously.
Yeah, anyway, Safa photo to so I'm reminded you for. Will you go? I know say you've said normally no, we will go that extra, but at the end in I have father 10% omoma ba ebedeti. What is it? Is it Bami Musa or Jasmine? If we say the fathers, so they try to make sure say omo mama no na.
Omunim how Mema they know the strategies that Mema used to get what they want. I think it's more of like a protective and protective measures, precautions just to make sure. So when him say, okay, maybe Papa Nku who Bema no, and a Mema so to me read the other Mema. It's maybe when who Bema no, so who say okay, maybe Bema way is not good for him. Maybe I better try so better stop just for protection. Into just so because on him say heartbreak ne ba so and I don't think that papa be a person who say ne baba soon like to see their daughters crying and their daughters going through certain pain. It is more of like just to protect them, just to make sure say they are safe till the right person comes. For me, I feel like that's why.
It's your own person then the other now share cry on what to do.
Say obey to me actually. Like there are some things some papa to me make us but on many obi cause and because or sure wait dear or sure some suba maybe the same to catch him but make sure it's good.
Oh sure okay ma.
Yeah. My papa
but on bit we have a share say no I with them what.
See now you say be call kakra like in the long term no it might not be as rosy as you see. So it's more of like just protecting them.
Okay, you're telling your fathers. There's a Father's Day.
Oh yeah, shout out to my dad.
And he drew Father's Day. I am more celebrating.
Oh me, I do, pa. I celebrate.
Chevy, Chevy. DM. At what age did I Oba girl afa boyfriend? At what age?
I want to hear this one. I want to hear this one.
At what age?
Correct question for correct person.
For the right person.
Okay.
And I want for boy cry. I want for boy cry.
Once sometimes obey your agent say obey restricted or ban. And anytime I was so very restricted, Caribbean, when I cry, say more. Yeah, because why I was say, oh, name my name, if I say my can't share them, name my name, PA. Or Bedrin say, I didn't know my man and Papa saw my name, PA.
Come on, share them.
So I will try and go out and find out the reason to our commercial. And in this instance and a situation, I'll be for my say. Sometimes I bet me craft friends are, I'll bet me to two and some a good assume. No, my auntie, oh, Papa, you wish, say, ABR and Kawabani bet me, I drew a certain age and son of a boyfriend and a girlfriend. But Charlie, surroundings, our neighborhood, our environment, peer pressure, and that's how I wouldn't allow that.
The age being a
school cry, school cry. I cry you school, uni hobby, friends are better. Uni ho. Inti advice are all friends, Sometimes I cry tea or my friends cry, young parents, To maybe that to me, ideally, they would say if what do college are?
Let's offer college. They offer boyfriend.
Oh yeah, to me.
If I say college, you be 18 there.
No, 18 there. I think 18 is too young.
2 years after like
18 is too young.
Yeah,
After
I think the
21.
20 is okay.
Me after 21, I think after 21 is
20 to Harvard.
I think the 20 is okay.
me after
Oko
20.
Ghana legal age for boyfriend is 16.
Yeah, but it doesn't
In
mean say.
America, it starts at 15.
So I think that 21 is fine.
But 20 is fine.
20 is fine.
Yeah, 20 is fine.
It's what if you have an 18-year-old now or boyfriend now? Like, is it? Will you try to talk her out of it?
I'll talk her out of it. So like I mean, like I think so it starts with like programming. So with my programming, I call in the ways that the entire to the first we picture and I was showing the entire variance most fathers never provided. Like especially in Bano versus their sons, because but nobody wants to. When it comes to provision, there is nothing that won't be provided. Man, into one answer back what you free be my for no man and you know, right? Now then, a few days ago, I can say, we start something now. I mean, fathers no. Now I do time we want to we want to deprogram her. So I didn't know about like to get to a point
From their okay. So
Yeah.
Tama, you son. Me say, me mama, there is no way Obama obi oba abesra mu.
yes.
Oba obepamo. Oba obepamo. Me share them kwa beka say. Mini ho pie. And who say me no oba nama. Obeka oba ni fi akwate na warning.
Yeah.
So
On my own pay.
Omo programme ya me share them and could you imagine say after university I say ya makwa ni ekofia like after school ekofia you are used to sa edem we share
No, baby, has some bounds.
na ye share them after they no one kasa
Nti wompie.
ba ebe pamo ye say
Wompie.
na wa share them match
Yeah. So as yeah. And see,
That's a typical Pentecost woman.
oh yeah she's a
That's a typical Pentecost.
yeah Pentecost
yeah. And see, I think it's 20. And the friends saying, 20 is for me. I think that's fine because that's like 2 years after high school. Because I think obey so I dating marketing anyway with your approval or whatnot. But so to me a guy in a true high school. Not trying to say the reason why we are high school is like you have a project ahead. That is your career. And to like get serious about it, right? The first 2 years is very vital. The first 2 years in college is very vital. Figure out what you want to do, go straight ahead, like do it, and then after like the first 2 years now, and then like you start thinking about say okay, career away in advance. Like in the next year or two, like you want to graduate. At that time, you've maybe we still be now more dating by. From 20 to 24, like that's like that 4 years now. You can think about like serious boyfriend and then marriage.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
because in man any time that's a year all time.
will you give the same advice to your son?
No,
Age ben our person
because like
to code the bucket.
because usually like in Burma you share phone like in Burma share phone. And so then like you have to be established like financially, not just career but financially. Obana can say it's a career that can like without a man.
But say so to be dating high school.
Oh, yeah,
Or
dating,
let
yeah,
boy
yeah.
be that. So I guess I come about you.
Dating, yeah, but like serious dating is like like I don't advise in the same in Barnett yet. Obana then say like especially so.
Be man the old to me be.
Oh, no, yeah, any choice. That's man, you know. And yeah,
Well, the member no to me be but.
and yeah, any choice.
Oh, gas on quarry about we only problem.
Or we know.
Like me say me take what I say.
Thank you.
Say, Oba Baba prevent say. Oba then get into that because we are free so bit we are quite jam.
Yeah, because
Oba be the own.
I know him. Yeah.
It was all Ribia. I said that house, and I be house.
Just so we also like making sure say we're protected. I ain't me for you saying we are machine.
Now,
Because come on, there. Was it?
Baba is so protected in so.
And then in fact.
And I said, Oba.
Was one said, and man, almost I said, like, almost you know said, why one said that angel now so and yeah, I was you know say we are. The park whenever not to be out of the man. I mean, there is no point of so obey your one. It was on why you man was on anyway.
Right.
Exactly.
Maybe they be free say me bad boy. Say or you be. Just say, oh, hear that experience to grow.
Yeah, because I know we
hear that experience because Obakwa kushia Oba no on the Oba no say nah, this guy is too dull. He doesn't. Yeah. But the Baba the free so hear experience. Oba didn't hear experience.
Yeah.
You couldn't bet you.
And you know, I'm like wins me and like the same advice.
Yeah. Me Baba ma dey es wo ribi pa. Maybe Baba always stick go session because pee go out and go Bema dey so pee.
Memanos emano papa for ne more protective or mama no.
Yeah.
Maybe when him say tamusa no. Like
Waribia
auntie. You say do unto others. That night will be so.
They will be ready. Yes, so serious.
High school. The way I me say no. The sign will be so.
We could grow record on it.
Sign of beauty baby baba.
Yeah.
You have to be protective. You must know I jira korano and no horno. That's not the problem.
Problem, yeah.
It's so funny because I think that my father took an opposite approach, and I feel like sometimes the opposite approach helps. You know, like the approach said you always restrict. And I think that GM can be earlier said the more you restrict, you know, the more Akolano will be
bad
trying to, do it. I feel that sometimes taking a different approach, like the same also with Bad Boy. I feel like navigating them through it, navigating through certain things, like how to date, navigating them through it. But if you're a bit restrictive, especially this era in Kolana Yabano or Mwabano, most of them will force to just do it just because you're saying they shouldn't do it, but other people are doing it. So I feel like navigating them, but putting like an age restriction on there, trust and believe. The parents that put an age restriction, it doesn't always lead to that.
I don't think putting like age restriction is like so like mandatory. I think like you tell them, say like there is time for like everything. Like, you do this before you do that. You do this before you do that. Without like putting so
and what about hit the age?
But then when it comes to emotions and stuff, you cannot sometimes limit yourself, right? So I personally feel like when it comes, I'm speaking as a young woman. I feel like when it comes to women or fathers and their daughters, I feel like create an avenue that your child will feel safe enough to, like I'm grown enough to make my decisions, but sometimes when it comes to relationship, I think I'll reach out like, oh, so say, because there might be things because you've created the avenue and the safe space. I feel like limiting it to a certain thing, or when on this and she has to do this before that, it will end up not going as you plan.
But if we don't do
a safe space for it,
it's like not planning because you know that the plan is gonna fail. So if we don't see, we have like some Indians and like other like natives that have done like that have set, I won't say rules, but then guided or guidelines for their kids. So most of them like hit it, right? They'll go to their emotions while they're hitting it. Right.
But I can sit here and tell you, most of those natives that have set the rules, the kids are doing crazy behind their parents' back.
Some of them.
Some of them. Going to high school and experiencing some of these people, I will sit here and tell you, they're doing worse than the parents that like you think they're more little.
But to say Asian communities now, because most of them, they have almost set out to her, say be a basic credential. a bachelor's degree.
Mm-hmm.
And almost
Yeah, they gain the bachelor's degree, but when we count on the avenue of like the girls having sleeping,
but
they're doing it, but they're still meeting the criteria.
No, maybe. They say about Muslims now, regardless how bad it is, how bad they are, Oba be any salah. Like what did I say? I don't know. Say any so loose there, but there are certain things that other communities now. Yeah, they are to say your community. This is what we do. Yeah, and we are dang. Regardless, the worst of them all crying. Of course. So it made me who say it is more of also of what old parents in a way.
That's what I'm saying.
You're an example to the child.
Yeah, old parents. And so I say, oh, that's a the same thing. You are confusing.
It's like parents saying, "Oh, don't drink," but then they are
drinking right in front of you.
A bottle in your hand. So it's all about your path.
Yeah, and to me, I think that it's good to have those guidelines. It's very, very important. So, because I quite okay. With Jack life and man, like they can figure it out on their own. And understanding that, as when that same kid will come back and tell you, say, like you did not guide him or her, and that's the problem. But at least if you try, and that's all. No, I can fight it back. So at least.
Maybe free says all expectation about bad. And so ultimate macro.
Of course.
So I have this expectation for you. Say some about no. Maybe I will free say. Because of baby, I'm my boy or Brandon Drew. Free say, we now first start. A beboa. So why I no first now, or done in the other way. Ubit me achieve the same thing, but maybe I will take you longer years to achieve that. Yeah. It's me as a father, pay what I have seen in this life. Maybe we first, I'll give you the expectation. But I mean, she was a me say, yeah, and then they're my cultural.
How the actual.
The opus or no. But Okona Oba, you better say dinkomo.
Oh, of course.
What's the chance? Say, yeah, they added up to a blueprint in an easy way. Maybe you can't to say, Bibi or Hona Bibi Chilwadria. Yeah. Let me know so we can talk about it and figure a better way out. Also, no, dear, and no, and I said, the old piece of pen away. Now, but also here more. We will talk about it, why the system failed. And then if there are other means via, because you have to give me a deal before I give you something. To give me something, and let me give you something. Yeah. Yes, I'm a man, but I'm a bad girl. I wouldn't mind a bad girl. Say, if ODT at 16, 17, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I wouldn't.
I mean, they'll do it anyway. They'll do it anyway.
Because most of the time,
any neighborhood.
Most of the time, then crying almost strong terminal. They are always the sober ones. I'm suspect. To say, I cry if I say be of our boyfriend be about 17 years, especially girls. Normally, Anna is 17. I don't know why. So I'm 17. Honom no. Or fact, girlfriend be a boy. We at na corner of our nebia on the horse. So I cry no. Rack college. They know exactly what they want.
Yeah, because they're in a hurry.
Some man.
No one machine.
Do only me.
No, it's not about exploring. Sometimes
that is what you are saying.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Sometimes having a boyfriend at that age, it's like you already secure that. It's like you're not even looking anywhere else. So
then experience because it's gonna happen. No, developmental stage, very important too. Yeah.
Different for a guy.
Girls now, call high school, they dated. Show my life. Never show more. You pay once a
do you know what age do you think, sir?
Maybe they're 17, so my bad girl or boyfriend.
Sex education, like
you have to start by 11 because schools are teaching by 9. So sex education should start by at least as early as.
My bad girl, when you have an because sex education. I think that's the wives.
Schools are teaching it by 9.
Wait, between the I can't.
Yeah, schools are teaching it by 9. I started my first health class was say the average young girl's period starts at 9, so you have to start that education. The moment
right now, and the milk.
Yeah, the period starts at between 8 and 9. Most of these kids have their periods. So I think it should start. The
at 9, they will talk diaper at your house.
Yeah,
that's what diaper. Diaper. Then they say, what friends say, "Pad, what top pad at your house?"
Before it was what 13.
So, but diaper, diaper can do that job, right?
No.
Mama, we.
Oh, you can.
hold the.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Mama, she be straight.
Yeah, I said, ooh.
So you have to start. I think for a body, you have to start when or more enter that menstrual window because that's where problems start. Because now saying 10-year-olds are having children because they're there. So yeah, you have to start.
Maybe they're
around
16
that.
years, but back girl, boyfriend.
I make us say. I think so. Very say most men ain't how more. They just want to see who it is.
Maybe person who ni palo. No, who no about yourself. Most of you go asem. Okay.
Me say, if they start dating at 16-hour kind of so definitely they're going to indulge in sexual activities.
Say no ne
But when
ehona.
if she gets
There be ehona wo channel about on channel advice and right.
Yeah.
Because say udo bakasa na obano again you trust her. I'm telling you, so the workers will be onye bia.
Yeah, be aware.
Obey.
Like African parents.
Even so, quiet crowd of a catcher.
Yeah.
That is true.
That's
true.
So, and no yes, like Obeka just saying, they say, na plan B, plan F, one or the man.
Advise her.
I'm an next.
Now, I could be my man in room.
Yeah.
It's better
A
than
better that
It's
way.
better than say. But make us say most fathers they rather they see say or they assume it's no.
Will it hurt them? Yes, but it's better they know.
But life, me head to cry me, you know, me I wouldn't care if everybody broke your heart to the side because he have to
that
go through
experience.
that. They have to go through that
You
system.
need that experience. Yeah.
Will you prefer a bad girl? Hey, if I say be all managing company to have a broken heart, and I say, oh bad girl, or what?
Go in the process in school.
Which one will you prefer?
It's better you have it at a young age.
Yeah, younger age is
Right
way
now,
better.
He has no they pain. He's like, oh,
Like
okay,
younger
cool,
age, you know.
let's go.
Hey, maybe Sana maybe hono. Younger age, you know. Hey, better.
Better,
Unyane
'cause
sa
then
young.
Your heart has been.
Is that,
your
like,
heart has done.
that-
What,
to say
I don't know
very
what Jimmy your heart has done press out.
Press out.
No, like I'm being
I
honest.
lift you weight, so.
Me sitting here right now, I did a friend broken heart and won't get me. We hear me, I'm like, okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Like your heart has done press
That's
up
how
if
it
you
is.
do it at a young age, because then it's like you've mastered it. You're like, okay, cool. Does it hurt? Yes, but then it won't destroy you like when you are younger. Because when you're younger, you get heartbreak. It's like you want.
Like I said, when you're in high school in Ghana, maybe when we give you or feeling, and then you approach it, no, I turn you down. It's yeah, maybe it's a trade, and they all turn you down. I feel like doesn't matter what a girl would tell you, it doesn't even bother.
Hearts don't do press up.
Say onya.
And then the funny thing is, once like funny clips, like I said, a few moments later, like 5 years on the line, like hey, I'm just checking out.
I think it's very, very necessary. Broken heart today is very, very necessary. Because to say, I cry in your broken heart. I say I'm crying in me kukumi hone sa ne mane no. Imagine say oba boy on worry on the tida.
Yeah.
Maybe or school, maybe which mean you're good, you know, or your big job, Ibia or Ghana or the manager MTN. Be a 26 years or so be koware. Wakoware, it be a young girl. Young girls who did carry ribia. Maybe a kalea kotina koma. What me kunu ho?
Yeah.
That heartbreak, you know, thinking about the Crawford, maybe manager who said this girl has. What me kunu ho?
Yeah, man, heartbreak is different.
Last week, I seen some insurance company manager be committee suicide or Ghana also.
And it's mostly a woman forget that.
I'm depression or something.
It's mostly a woman forget that. Now they all forget that. They all forget that. Although you have to tina come out or for honey. Ujana or what's already the next one.
Next one. Next.
To the next.
See, I think 7 days is really. I don't really care.
No.
I don't really care. Baby, ye nice. I'm fan, so I'm fat. Regardless, life no nyani nyina.
It's gonna be alright.
Yeah. Who says I will share and cry to say omo won't tell no. Maybe say my 16.
Yeah.
A lot of so share omo won't tempa na. Most of the time, what me there ko ye na juma na omo ma wono na in between, you know, I feel they are stuck in between. Me ye juma me wana me ye like I say, and by the time omo be wono won say
It's tough.
it's a holding ni ho because of it's
Yeah, it's tough.
it's nyame wo ho be hwe nyina. And I just for Eddie o Ghana politics hu. Ghana on se nyame ye wadom. Na unya sika bia. Na the call ma afoforo mu koye business na be ya. Seriously. Ghana ya be ye wadom. na unye sika bi na say ode ko ba bi foforo ko ye adwuma na be ye yia say bi ever say uti he na nyame adom no unye sika na de ye adwuma wo ha na be ye yia meka che say
you ha
ye adwuma no ha because the woman there apostle ko Joseph na ye me ya pa anyway but my first video no
Revolt Radio.
Now my fire through 2020 na sabi me mu ayedu na me ho ye me no fin woni vote am de bra e ba wodo me kwa beta 75,000 votes e na me de bra party inti samre no na kane na me fire through no mitimi na 20 places are me fire through na my mre no na me ye 10 enum po no me de 75,000 votes e na bra party no obi ote honum ne nan kan ye ne nsan kan ye akwala bia ni ne yema ne ho ye no fe okoye no wakogye title no watogu e de nimgu ase na abafie ye mpe eno no kore enka nkyere wo mu kwame me bei ye da sori anopa abofre no ontimi nanti ba mu akama itina akoye o se ne na nanti a o so papa oh kwame enti yare de eni so fe de tu ye kwen na ya na me bisa me ho se sei de ye be ye ma e wa manyo semu a na bia ma no ye be kitu abi wo mu 275 MPs e wo parliament mu ahe na ye ma esa se ma ni ma bi betu ye kwen mu na se ni amu be ye no be ma e na be ma obi tie kire na ono so ye oba na ni be kemu aka se ono nso no wo be ye kwa me be mu na me ba last one no order so tua no fo anu pe oba tampa bein e na ne ba yare e da owo nkwanta so ye de sekan be twitwa no na obeja abofra ne wo se me di post me di MP iti me hwe me ba nanim na magya ne wo ho na ma ba be di me post oba tampa bein sa wonye beifu a oba be ne be ye sa de oba bi amfa ne ho nhye me shoes ni mu na bi sa ho se nka wo a anka wo be ye kwame mo fra no so nyete me pe na me di omkogu wo kwame eye sacrifice ne bi amaya mo party ni ti na me mate amano ne na me mete ha 2012 election ne ba ye a we 20 one ye de call no kwame ne ye call ye di na na do achi ne ya call proceedings na ya ba me wo na school me mane ko principal ne friend me say obi aba ho so ye driver odidi say o se o be fa nkola no e ya mpa ya fa nkola ne manana na me se dabi kwa me na to sumienu me tena ho din na me ka say me ya politically exposed omo papa nso ya politically exposed inti e be ye nkola ne interest say ye ni abra ye politics no ye form nkono mo nso ye so ye nan sorry dakro en tiasem boni because amanyo sem na ye no ewudisem ewo ena nunti me ma akodi baabi na mete ha na se akwala ne yare akwa me America omo laws no on child protection no papa apostle Dr. Engineer Kwa Joseph na ukọ baby ICGC asori ne wo Accra Central Habobloshi ho na me papa wo transport company your friend Imperial Express so okay
oh no yeah
Imperial Express your papa
I know
eko srem eko Benin eko Togo ekota krade hi na enko kwame dakra no pa ye sorry ya bulldozers ni niam si ho ebu ye transport yard ye gu ho ebugu ye me frɛ ya regional minister ka che me say eye order from above ya say papa adwuma
what buying was so
ma buying was so ya gu me papa adwuma ya bubu no ya mfa paper ba kupo ma ye notice bo ne yense say ye niema business na he na niema say hihye wo mumu wo
one na ye regional minister
Mexi Henry Cote, Honorable Henry Cote, Minsuro. Me friend, wakachem say order from above. Ye bubu me papa djuma. Sa se so krona near this is voters. 2012, yes, voters from other regions. Ebe ye djuma. And one na papa ni dia ye djuma dia hwe me film of. Na unim, kwame. Unsa papa ne madoso.
I know.
Unim, sa se na yaban asase. It no mo de free yen. I say ye chia rent. Woni nipa wo de free yen. Honorable Nilante Vanderpool.
Wow.
Mretinti ni mu o say ono so oye papa ba.
Yes.
In COVID numu 2021 there about no. And ekoba say adwasafo akotena aburuchiri eho no wodi MP ne minister no from.
Yeah.
In the TV near on one ex boyfriend I had ex man.
Ex baby daddy.
The ex baby the baby daddy they say ex the baby daddy best so na cause I say wakotena abruchi no hold party no ransom. Na in some the unke bi gu adwa safo so pa say wakotena abruchi e bi so o TikTok and osa ne ade enti o mpese obeba be pass 11 no. Any ade to a whole party no e bi kase no say chinchina ye mo no mum na meye majority no na say wa meye majority leader dey anya dey say obeba that time babin na ye speaker and ade use 137 adwasa for so ti abro chiri to oboto abana yes o belusu eti chinchina na say adwasa for ba ye nyina enim nsem a omokaka fa adwasa for ho e man na mu ama adwasa for elusu na yi ni seat e wo do me kwabinya na iwe election amanfo akasapa election MPP fo akasapa nipa on kasa e kere Japan I don't know why ono na me expect say go be kasapa so Kennedy CMC tudufu so gentle future president it there every say oh gentle but kodua be kasa kodua dey general secretary ema the NPP amanyokro no wabekasa osechi mensa abekasa subi MP Eugene Boache onde okoto nyina ono so akane nsem nipa bebre akasa about the defeat no enema ekofa defeat ni ba Tuesday ohara adwasafo beautiful adwasafo because here ko be comment me was like play she fire yeah for politics to check for a minute or a fire woman she's a very beautiful woman adwasafo say enye ne pe say o sorry ya na odi say okwakotra buche ne bayare a chese akwa ne da sorry one day a akwa ne intimi nante na say o de ne babuche ne be say adwini ni ade inni nyina emu so say akwa no ko school o Ghana no so mo Ghana no so na mse ne mabisisi wo akwa ne school a mse kidnappers were trying to kidnap the kids. And we said, no, in fact, Gray met na brochi rather. Ti obako. But in this situation, a crana yari. Ultimately, ne baho say ne bayari. Ti obaba betena parliament ababa beshemra.
Right.
The money number one priority. Ti okotena ya no oshen. But ni nyina emu no. Adwo akere say no one party ni coordinate. Mu nyina munim the dia owa brochiri. One party ni so coordinate. Oye na adwuma o see that time COVID time bibia e sign. Bibia e sign wo. Afi all of a sudden Mose adwasafo mbrana adwasafo mpese obeba na adwasafo say adwasafo that ana moke kan sem good so a ti moke kan sem good so na eja modi yi ni free so modi yi free so yo wate na eja wakope ne ba bia ide atena ana moto mo yeto aba ya ono no auto election bia at least 70,000 votes do to me the ba anytime bia dobi kwabeja say dobi kwabeja the biggest constituency in Ghana right now. Yeah. It used to be Bantamon. Anaja, omoye. Ya to abai and they say the akwere. Akoban no. A year lose seat in MPP. Sita NDC we da MPP afa. The Tuesday no started so no so canon se. To the ochire bu nyina na say e niema e ma party lose power ni bi no. Also ono ne papa Apostle Kojo Safo. Oye obia or financing party for all these years. Otues kama party no. Ana Kojo Safo ho na wote no nyese wote wo keke se obia obiti ba bi o. Kuro no okote na mu ho no obia ante ho. Ene ono no koto land ne kakraka no watch land na anti almost people e betra ho bi to toss as kra free. Kojo Safo no ho. When they saw what has been done to Kojo Safo ne neba adwa Safo no say sa and you bury near me. It's the address of person what say defeat in a buy no. And you say be no or hold party no in ransom and also would demand it BB. Now some market Japan be kind in an oboa ono kra no ke Japan so this to Fidelity Bank no hwan dollars or ko ni dollar account to Fidelity Bank. It is someone Kennedy be kan ni nyina no. Oboa Big Mike, let me start from you. What you adwan sem ni bia?
Yeah, me the Joy, is it Joy?
Yeah, Joy interview.
Yeah, Joy interview, you know. It's like an hour long. She sounds like she's been pained, but like she really went through it. And from the way she's talking, you can say what she's saying has actually happened. Like she's been through it.
Yeah.
I don't think she will lie about her child sickness or and then losing the child at the same time. And she Oma fana fa kwan paso.
MPP for no.
Oma fana fa kwan paso cry because affected or no like the family and I think in some cases her career cry. And then her father, right? I think that's so omni nimpo na nyampo na nga wasenga ko apostle so no like idea man I am a Ghana no. It's beyond this. MPP and something like this. I think that's a TSC party. Yeah, something there like I don't know, like it has it might be a leadership problem. Because since Omolusi election, we sent some kind of Eugene Wache entry about so like Obia Ekoto. And it's bad. I think that she has all the right. I mean, every right to talk about what she's been through, and they shouldn't gag her. It looks like Justin Kojia's statement no really easy, and it was even though he didn't mention her name, but it's obvious what he was trying to do. And going back to Kennedy, that's somewhat kind of if that is true. I mean, if what she's saying is true, say like she never received any money and he was just gaslighting her. Honestly, she can go out and then sue. I mean,
Baby daddy,
it doesn't matter. I mean, they're not together. So that's it. But I did about the end because Mimi Huya, and I was actually saying so. I did all the party was very very bad. Like at that time, I mean, I didn't say like publicly, but in my mind, I'm like, hey, I mean,
you can't do this to a party.
Yeah. In fact, like I was more concerned about her. Domain Kwabenya baby, no, yeah, MP for no. Like I'm like I didn't MP. Like if I'm looking for her, like or to cover for something, I made it. But I mean, to her defense, she was really going through it, and she has the right, like, to come out and then say her part of the truth. Now, baby, Venice, my confused is that image of her now, video of her in Parliament, and then that people are saying it's not her. Versus, I know, like, all confirming said it's her. It's really, I mean,
but that video is her.
It's her?
It's her. Or like, because
but she looks super different. Like,
no,
that, like, I mean, means me or me up, but means me or whatever, but, like, yeah. Like,
yeah, no, it was her. It was her. Also, that the moon I do. The more I do, or we had that the boy I do, you know. And the obenjo, or Joe, back to the no. Now it seems say 11 in the way, and I didn't say now they say,
yeah,
or because or say or no, or be taking the CCB, a national EBS here, or then I saw the man on a general because that's the community or no, or constituents for one say, sir, or make example, was say, almost cite example, which I say, imagine some tongue or kwan.
Yes.
That was like that example. No say me talk koko kwa ho. Na me toto koko me ton kakaka na me nya 20 cities. Na me send me ma me 20 cities. Or also fa Anthony Nuru for the banter. Na o ko tibia free so.
Yeah.
It was say one mu didi sa ankomo no. Na me to sa aba we bia. Ejeyi. It will communicate to the party leaders no say aba we obey abstain. Ultimately to sa aba we. Because of this because or disagree with the project.
Yeah.
You can't say E11 you know. And so still, anyway, Jasmine.
Yes.
Do you think that women are treated differently?
Yes.
In politics?
Yes.
Then Makasa.
Also, women, we like. I think Sir Just said it in one of the videos. Say, women have so many hats that they have to wear, especially if you're a wife and a mother. Like in her case, no, her child was sick, which it wasn't like it was a secret. If you follow her on TikTok, when her child was sick, she actually posted videos on TikTok, but people still accused her that she was lying or whatever the case may be. I feel like as a woman, no, there's like either there's a limitation on us or they expect us to act like men. We can't do that. Because me being a woman, I have to first remember, besides, let's say if I'm in government or whatever it is, I'm still a wife. I'm still a mother. I have to, maybe a husband can stay in the office till, let's say, 10 p.m. I can't do that because maybe I have children I have to go home and feed. So, like, you have to also... No.
Like, if the job is going to hold you at that level now, pick a different job.
Every job, like, okay, she's in government, but then there's jobs that you have here. I think hospitals have FMLA. You have to give me time. Sometimes maybe I might take 2 weeks off. I'm entitled to that.
2 weeks off from Yeshemrano, you are taking 2 weeks off.
But then she didn't say so. She decided she was doing it virtually. Right now,
we parliamentary business virtual.
We live in a world where you can send me documents virtual.
So you can do ministerial
task.
Okay, even voting. Me, I didn't vote. You can go maybe vote. You can do it online.
But parliament is different.
I understand that, but we live in a virtual world now that we have to learn to adapt.
But Ghana has
no part of the world does that.
Does that? Yeah.
To say parliamentary business, no, we are doing it online, and so you can
During
vote.
COVID. Didn't they do it online?
No, Parliament went to Parliament.
No, they didn't meet in person.
No, they had face masks on. They went to.
They go to
COVID,
Parliament.
When they shut down everything, they still.
Yeah, you go to Parliament.
They still went to Parliament.
If there's to see if I say you find say Manusi Subnaso. You find say Russia attack here. Unto say baby to vote. A parliamentary business there, you have to be there in person.
She didn't disappear. She told them she's not voting.
Because as a woman, you have some limitations.
Yes, you do. But then I also feel like, okay, maybe I understand where you're coming from. I understand that. But I also know that maybe we should also set certain things in place because it's life. Anything can happen.
So in this situation, what would be the best way of
for her?
And your hair for a man
in general,
I'm not saying we should get special treatment, but for every job there's a start and an end time. In her case, her child was sick. Me, if my child is sick, I will pause work. I don't care the type of job and go take care of my child. She's entitled to a vacation. She's entitled to time off. As much as she's a parliament member, she's entitled. If the men in there, if they get sick right now, won't they take the time off? No matter, even though they're in parliament, they will take the time off. So it's the same situation with her.
Okay, so also so share I'm for a typical example in year 2020 no. Yeah, by swearing in no. Per the laws no in Ghana no. We have to have a clerk swear in. When a clerk swear in, clerk never swear speaker in.
Yeah.
Clerk needs swear speaker in, then the speaker will swear in the parliamentarians,
yes.
Right?
Yes.
Or swear parliamentarians in we are. This is 6 no. It's a 7 for no. Or swear parliamentarians in we are on the 7th for the swear president in.
Yeah.
We wanted 7 no. So you ain't me any speaker. It means swear parliament in. Anybody can capture the country because there's no precedent.
But in this case, her son was on a life and death situation.
The whole nation is also on life and death situation.
Yeah, we understand that also, but this is a case where there was nothing she could have done. If it was a man that left to take care of his child, we would not be having this discussion.
No, we will.
I think it will be
We
worse.
will. It would have been worse. No, we would.
Honestly,
Because the thing and they say, at the end of the year, we need your number. I wanted normally the ATM way chaotic. Ghana has always to say John Mahamadi when you have 280, say 84, 284 out of 270.
No, like
184 out of 275.
Yeah.
It's you know person here to about unipa 10, 20 grams
and found
it doesn't affect you.
Yeah.
But when it was 137.
I don't know how Ghana was.
It was 137. Everybody has to be there.
Yeah.
It's a vote.
No, not me. Because I say, Nanka went to me proxy.
There. In parliamentary processes.
So,
You have to be there to vote.
So let's say she was on life support. In this case, no, she was on life.
And NPP would have lost.
She was on life.
So
Let's say
you
she was
can't
on
use
life
and say,
support.
oh, okay, because I'm 20.
She was on life support.
We should vote.
No.
have
What do you mean? Obi better vote. Amo.
Nobody.
If you are not there, to say necessary.
Give the person the power.
Yeah, Tuaba.
Yeah.
Let's say, yeah, Tuaba. Yeah, Tuaba. Sisia,
Not in this room. It doesn't count.
Let's say, who knew what?
It doesn't count.
You are a citizen, you qualify to vote. But if you want to vote,
That's the constitution.
then you have to come and vote.
I can't speak for Ghana because I don't know about how
Yeah.
Ghana works. I can only speak for here. I'm saying in the case, I get what you guys are saying that her vote is very important, but this was a life and death situation. I think at this time, in the era that we are in, we need to also set up other things, avenues, in case of anything. Because she was in the hospital on life support. Are you people expecting her to be on a plane to Ghana?
Until it means it's any party will lose.
Even if she was in Ghana and she was, let's say she wasn't in America and she was in Ghana in the hospital and she needed life support, what were you guys expecting?
It means
life support and
No, but I don't think that Ghanaians expect her to do that. I think
It's
that was
the
a
party.
party expecting her
so
to
then
do that.
her party should have set up other
Because
maybe other avenues for her to vote. Because this
Her
time
party
there's nothing
also has
she
to
could have
abide-
done.
If you're better, my recording video.
She could have, her child is on.
It's admissible.
I
When
get
in
it.
parliament, when you're in
Constitution is
parliament,
the
everything's at the oath.
So virtual, thank you.
But okay,
The Constitution does not say that.
It say if I say President S way in.
No, I can't say more life support.
It say if I say President S way in. You have to swear in the presence of parliament.
I understand. We're not saying
What
we don't
did they say?
understand.
It would be got say mean to me, man, me
Then
swear
you should
in.
replace her.
That's the
That's
thing.
what
Don't
they're trying to
fire
do.
So
and hire.
yes, enuntina make us say. Do you say me busa? I will say. Do you think say they are treated different?
I think so.
And I also feel say they are treated differently because I always buy say. But who them say so yes I need money now be choose a job.
A woman
That will
can't
make
do
you.
it all.
Then that's not what I'm
I can't
saying.
do it all.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying say to say me metias is here meaning exactly what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
Meaning time I say be a coffee any ade. Say me mean to be overnight because meaning say my wife expect me to be in the house every night. It mean kon ko fa adwuma e de me be ko overnight. It say meaning say adwuma way is possible say unim say that omotena parliament time ade chen 6 a.m. From 6 a.m. they were going straight to Independence Square to swear in the president.
Swearing the president. Yeah.
That is the task. It's when you are in this situation, maybe it's only constitutional.
The funny thing is, it happens every 4 years, right?
It happens in every 4 years.
Every 4 years.
life
And they're
is-
not going to change that to suit one
We
person, whether you're a
understand.
woman or a man.
But life is unpredictable.
Yeah,
You
I
can't
think that they know
predict
that.
certain things that will happen. I feel like COVID taught us a lot.
Right.
During COVID, people did court cases virtually. People did
We're even doing auditions virtual.
auditions virtually. There was a doctor that did surgery virtually. What he did was the interns that was there, he was virtually directing them. Here in Columbus, Ohio, that doctors did that. COVID should have taught us these things. I don't, like I said, I don't know how Ghana works, but in a case like this, there was nothing she could have done. She couldn't have been on a plane. What if she was on a
But
plane?
even in
What if she was
America,
on a
when
plane and her child
COVID
had
was,
died?
So they were still going.
but they were still protesting. When COVID was,
God forbid.
Jose,
Why not share the banner? What I say?
I think so. Family members.
So even if for 2 or 3 days, Nanka, she can't leave.
So
the banner
when
to
it-
go do whatever
when
she
it
has to
comes-
No, me, I wouldn't do that.
No,
I would
she
never
don't
allow
know.
to say for instance me buy yare or America. Now me yere say it's over 2 or about 2 days.
Parliament.
Hell no, I don't care.
But she
I don't care
said
about
in
what
the
Parliament
video
thinks.
said it was because of loss. She said it
That's
was
what I'm
because
saying.
of when your child is sick. As much as yes, there's a caregiver. Sometimes they need the parent in person. If there's a procedure they have to do, they won't do it until there's a parent in person.
Right.
They won't do it.
And the good thing
Yeah.
is,
Because
I
it's a
think
child.
Even if it's an adult, even in the hospital, and they have like a power of attorney. If no matter where you are, even if there's somebody there, the person has to be there in person for them
Yeah.
to do any procedure.
Yeah.
That's the law.
I mean,
So there was
and
nothing
plus
she could have
she
done.
she's a lawyer, so I think so. I mean, if that if that really messed her up, like she claims it did, and I think that she's gonna work on doing something
But I
about.
think that the part also was coming from this angle. Said we made you who you are today.
I think that the party was being insensitive to her.
Yeah.
Or that the party was being very insensitive to her.
Yeah.
And who said politics now? So people opposition her.
That's
So there's a sabotage. There's this sabotage.
Yeah.
It
And it's
doesn't
not
appear
because-
to have can't.
and it's not gender based.
Yeah, it's not gender. No.
Whether you're a woman or a man,
It's not gender based.
It's not
Yeah.
gender based. Yeah.
It's your make it cancel. Do you know say to say it TSCA? We are doing bigger things. We be to me after but you say GM now and then namono. Say no namono. When you are hearing it from multiple people,
You believe
Start to
it.
believe
you
it.
start believing it.
In that
So-
case, even a baby daddy.
Her baby daddy was sabotaging her.
What I say? It's when you start hearing it, say yes. And found how I need to. It is all mommy, what do the power? So for be shares, mommy a bay for or brabo SI or my first one only never some fab because so. Mammy the obey that I may. Unini obi fufuro shi wa o maame hwe o maame nye I don't know
That's
what
again,
third wife said no. Maybe I need to have a conversation about that. So it maybe it will demonize you to the point to say obi ehu anu dwane. So and me tie one thing be okay or say that time no okasa ya go bi enu obetede. All kind of because also no be enu on the papa ne fa adwen. One papa ko say should I talk? And I said, no, that's not the right time. Change. Now what's in Bika. And I think say after this all kind everybody's get since I know where the Oman yard.
Now it makes more sense, now.
See, now all call like say a
Torn.
media torn. I think that he's doing the party more harm than good.
It's good. It has to. It has to.
So it's
No, but it has to happen.
Because they were
Party no more.
Yeah.
Or the side you be too home for. Because
I'm
I'm about you, nobody will know.
Now, do you think say if say say occupy position be a party anymore? She
Now some more kind of one here. Osini papaya apostle could you suffer.
But she doesn't want that. But
That statement is powerful.
Because
Osini papaya apostle could you suffer. Yeah, that will refuse that.
It's possible, mom, there, but now I think say
no, because
She's-
But she
when-
says that she's not gonna run as an MBA.
but then when the time thing was, I didn't know.
But I
her.
think she should.
The time they were dragged, I didn't know who she was, honestly. But then that year, they dragged this woman to the point. That's when that was the first time I was
all
like,
this, I believe
they
it
destroyed
because
her.
I said when you was not being
So-
TikTok now was
The
No,
person-
they took. No.
Bro, I'm telling you.
I for this TikTok videos because I followed the woman on TikTok. The time they were taking the videos, some of the videos were old videos.
Hey, Ghana.
Just shouting, crap.
Hey, Ghana.
The
Ghana.
videos that they took said, awesome. One video crash, she was sitting
But
in
I
the
saw
car.
Salos Wadabekai, Kerejapo.
Yeah, one
Sakwa.
video be that they took. She was sitting in the car. She was in Ghana. She wasn't even in America. Bombe fire say or to America no view. Some of the videos they even used. The woman it was old videos. Why at that
You know, Papa follow with TikTok or Salo. Hey, yo,
as
bo.
an amp, do you have to go on TikTok and do?
and the president's cry was on TikTok.
don't think so,
dancing. The president of America was on TikTok.
Honestly, me and people over there wouldn't be on TikTok.
But the
Maybe
president-
now even be on it.
If you are in a certain position, there are some things
I
that
don't
you
think
shouldn't
so.
do.
But look at
I think
Ghana.
that that's
I don't
very
think so.
like subjective. So like
Yeah,
also,
I
let me
don't
say
think so.
personally, like TikTok, I don't want to be on there. But Obi on but still like a call and
I don't think so.
There's nothing wrong,
There's
wrong with that.
I
Me
think
me
she's a
girlfriend,
senator,
me girlfriend,
Jasmine.
kwa post to TikTok we catch yourself as or when I post to do, you gotta be
Don't you think maybe it's like based on like certain things that you're doing? Like there's this senator in Texas, I think her name is Jasmine or something like that.
Okay.
She's using it to educate people, but sometimes no abeyasa and whatever. But then in that dance, no, she's using it to actually educate people. I think it's how you use it. Do it because during the elections, the presidents and all of that they used it. They'll come
but you
sit there,
use it
do
to
a
deliver
dance
a
with
message,
Beyonce.
a message or dancing.
Also in Kolano, this era that we live in, these Gen Zs no more, and the millennials no, their mind works different from some of the older generation. You get so
Right.
sometimes you have to appease them based on what they know. So I think TikTok will.
But so bit me I could TikTok, I could deliver message, I could come some more, but you don't have to be
every
dancing.
day better on a
Loud
message
that-
that they will scroll past you. But me banner said.
So you are saying messages have to be in dancing form or
I'm about to use
entertainment.
perfect example.
The only
Recently,
medium I my passing information to Omwana.
no, you're not understanding. This is the era we're in, and TikTok is the era that the Gen Zs are in, and Gen Zs are the next future. No matter what you do, there's a when Kendrick Lamar did the Super Bowl. There's a Roman Catholic church. I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, the
city.
priest doing it.
The priest did it. Almost the following Sunday, the church was full, and it was a bunch of young kids. It's like they were now interested. They wanted to know more about the church just by that Kendrick Lamar.
Crazy.
This is the era.
So no, crazy. So it means to say we have to change so they can.
This is the era.
Yeah.
Look, no
We
matter
have to
what,
change
you
so they
can't
can
say
fit
it.
in.
You
And your crowd you out, since you want to draw
How
their
is
attention.
how is somebody coming to do and a this and a that wrong? You might identify it as wrong, but the message is getting across. This whole DEI situation, TikTok is making it what it is. Palestinian and all of that happens. Do the research. TikTok, a lot of people are getting educated through TikTok.
You mean it's a social media that's just TikTok?
It's a social media, but right now
I think
TikTok
like
has
TikTok
power.
is like
No,
has
but-
more leverage.
No,
TikTok
but-
has more leverage and
Nah,
it's-
that's not true.
do the research.
Because Facebook still have
Facebook
Yeah,
has
the
power,
biggest-
but the
but
millennials
Facebook
are
has
now
diversified
Yeah, it's
into-
based on age group.
But
Facebook is
Facebook
a
has
different
like
age
has
group.
now like Instagram.
It has a different
WhatsApp.
age
no,
group.
I'm not
and
even talking about Meta. I'm talking about Facebook.
Facebook
Yeah,
has
like
a
if
whole
you-
different age group.
You
and
can't
then,
compare it to TikTok
Yeah, you have
now.
to. There's a difference.
TikTok is like Gen Z and
Millennials,
and then
you know.
like
The younger people, no,
younger and even older now.
millennials and the
But
Gen
but
Zs.
then Facebook is like
boomers.
yeah.
The boomers.
No, but
you
what I'm saying is, so if that is the situation there, then the numbers should be there.
The numbers,
But the
is-
numbers
is-
are still
are there.
the numbers is
numbers
still
are
in.
there.
no. But look at the downloads though. Look at the downloads because the downloads that Facebook has
Because
surpasses
right now-
all the.
No, because right
because
now what
Fa-
Facebook has
Facebook
done
was
is
there
they've
longer.
connected, and then Facebook also has now connected so many things
No,
onto
no,
Facebook.
no.
Not even there,
The,
but-
the
but-
apps are different.
The
But
apps
then-
are
but then
different, but
it's
it's
been there
Who
longer.
Instagram, right now when you even open
Yeah,
the
it's-
Instagram account, it's connected to Facebook.
It's who said to say in front of say
You know,
people
so-
people will say ABI, oh iPhone. But still, Samsung still sell more phone than iPhone. But everybody's saying iPhone. I think that's my argument right
Yeah,
there.
but you can't compare like the phones to these platforms. Like, I think that Facebook will have more download because it's much older than TikTok in this case, because they count like downloads on tablet, downloads on phones, download like on even computers towards Facebook. But then on TikTok, it's mostly on like portables.
When TikTok shut
And
down,
then TikTok is like it's new.
So then it means people have more access to Facebook than TikTok.
yeah,
because it's
easier.
older.
It's older.
So it doesn't change the fact that there's a lot of people that have access to it.
but then you can't compare downloads to views.
That is true, but the person have to have the download before they can view.
Yeah, but people have Facebook that is logged out. Like they are not.
Okay,
on
that
it.
they are not using.
But everybody
Okay.
on TikTok is not logged
It's
out.
not
It's
logged.
like
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So
But
you
you
can't compare those two. Yeah.
So let's get it. If we say DNA Bema MPP party, I saw it one day and say, let me just go and demolish Obi to say Apostle Kudusafo Ejuma without even giving notice.
Hatred.
If we say a DNA bit me a bar, a DNA bit me like I started me who power. I want me to reconsider even having a business in Ghana because the party somebody can just decide say one day we Juma na wono you better be bubu Juma ni na tuogu no information.
But this is not the first time. Didn't they do it sometime? But we did a story. Is it the Dome or something like that? They did the
No,
same
there's
thing.
Yeah, but the fantasy
That was
dome no.
different. But
Yeah, the
they
fantasy
did
no
it.
fantasy dome quite no information about it.
Okay.
And then he was fighting it in court. Where the and you say and now kwa Juma ekira wo kwa abekọ de ebubu.
Some people in Ghana, no, I don't know, like I always say Ghana, I don't know how their laws and things work, right? And how their process with certain things work.
Yeah.
I think people also feel like they have power to do whatever. And one of the things that I think I've noticed even when I went to Ghana and certain things is when money talks, bullshit walks.
Sure.
money talks and then people close a blind eye. When I was in Ghana, there was my driver that we were using. There was something that he did. He was wrong. The police stopped him. And I say this, I dashed them. I think I had $50.
Hey,
because I didn't have cities there. I dashed the police $50. And then he we went somewhere. Even the night we went to Joe Meto's concert when we were coming, we made a wrong turn. Police didn't stop here. It was at the police wing. My driver was distracted. I'll stop here. No, I gave them 200. So all I'm saying is, I feel when it comes to certain people, they feel like because they have money and they have power, they can do anything. So in a case like this, it might be somebody that, I targeted Papa Nache, and then maybe a leeway came in, they took advantage of it and destroyed everything. We spoke about this, was it Monday or something?
Because this is like a financier of the party.
Yeah.
Like you can just decide, say, who in the right mind making that decision and say, Apostle could use for Juma. And this is company or they boss voters to come and vote.
I think maybe Nipana or carry out that order. Maybe we need more information on property.
Only more information, I say.
It can be.
Like only more information, I say. Oh, come on.
It can be.
Even I don't know about this man.
Come on, like me na name say Imperial Express and could use for there. I didn't know say could use for, but the person that will give order.
Because she said it comes from higher ups. That's what the message she said.
Because I say on them kasa, no
information is limited though. Sometimes information you think say
but somebody that busts your.
But the person that also one name the Oba order that the Okubu yellow.
What I said the Oba order.
The Oba order will never Okubu. The Oba order. The Okubu yellow liba abetiase. But it doesn't matter whether it's Oliver, that's Oliver. Jubale that's also. But the Oba order not the main guy. You have to know who.
You have to.
I know. See, Kantanka. Umbe to Kantanka. We say Oteka.
Yeah.
Emma he also parliament the friend say abeto. And also sign the documents in the coin and son baby. So it's like say you're 2 years will so say more you bet you
I think they were trying to hit her where it hurts.
Yes, because
but why don't you hit her though?
Yeah, why her father's
maybe I know you'll be like Nakuma Ebene or something. I mean it has to be because Oma tried so many ways like to defame her while she was
That's it horrible. Say omu yi na Michael Kwe represented NPP no. Omu bo bia na so duru ho na biara say. Oduru wa no mu chese omu cheer the apsa. Wow. Yes, omu ko beja o le papa na.
Yeah.
Omu ko beja no basically like producer for country o. It's like and people can read through.
Yeah.
Say MPP for no kakra bi na beto aba no de o meet by the obeso ye but e ba na obepe vote to ase ho na
we'll show you
a whole problem
sure. I mean I think say idea with the I mean whatever you are trying to do to address afno na go think e kan up
me say ne papa particular go ye BBS go the channel trust me obi a ono o provide could you suffer work
I know the sometimes you be papa sa but at the kid to everyone independent refi papa why not based on that they do money nti mean say based on papa ne papa nti why be fache me
nti what you are saying is say obi papa me your papa sa before mo ba kwa forget about the SG
oh me you be papa I'm not thinking so be me your papa or chine me your money nti I saw the chime no me your papa me free makumam or chine be my your money na but the
one thing we wouldn't say like a BB a bro boneso.
Because honestly, now on my being money a war baby, say if I say government land, or say land no, in a demand, could have Vanderpoint.
Yeah.
Or say Vanderpoint a land amount. Omulisi land, Omutio Musika.
Yeah.
It is a own pen as a tenant to be wa. And no one say government in here land. This
one I lost maybe I know money how to go about all.
What do you mean by what?
Yeah.
What do you mean by
How many people they live the laws governing the land?
But as a minister,
now
as an MP,
How many people the name?
And I'm say.
Even if you don't know the laws, there's
Now common sense it will try say.
Your rights.
Come on, debut. Forget about all the emphasis say. Omunina of which I don't even buy that. But if I say omunim,
all right.
unim common sense say.
Oh, common sense.
Only common sense say your baba be too obi free a day more.
Yeah.
The person has to be there.
Yeah.
Oh, and then, yes, mo
Na ne computers, no more computers ni ade omri ye when mako jiri emu ACC ni ade on mako jiri aseri nyina because yes mo go to obufiro.
Nah.
Okay, I want to ask this also for people maybe that don't understand it. Is there like, you know how here, right, before you can
Evict somebody,
you give them maybe like a 30-day or a 15-day notice. You give them, is it the same way in Ghana?
Let me tell you, every law that is in this country, the same laws exist in Ghana. Sometimes
people don't know.
That's not even about you knowing.
To go and say
because they all execute you at the end, no.
There's a process.
Hey, to say, be a mortgage, right? You may not know, say, ABA would default on loan, no, ABA 2 times, 3 times, I say in ABC. But the amount loan, no, baby, to no,
Yeah.
The ABC.
Yeah.
What is it? The old time, the free world, no, the mouth loan, or no, the ABC. It would mean, say, you just go into Papano Ejumem and then destroy. Nay, Okwakoto Kantankem. Kantanka, and yet just any other company be a Okoto Kantankem. Okay, you didn't know, say, so check it, say, or the car now on Nikaza.
So, Nipane, I'm acting based on orders, say, the Amame.
The Oma orders not something here, can you dear? Oh, yeah, you in the say, Juman, or because maybe TSC and yes, Mamma say, call a Mike if you go find a car and a bra. Meaning say, Abia or J can free Toyota for not Toyota for us, what say, because for Canberra. It's between only Toyota for the
people also believe that since I'm a more authority, no, met my dem PBR.
But why do PBS?
Yeah, that is how it is. Oko and this has a law, the door soon be bar. Oh, you do things based on the law. But Oko Ghana, I'm telling you, a lot of people do things because of so power and
yeah, the idea officially say, oh yes, I say because it will be the Canada year and what tell American because him say so they call the law court to the crown I am Crawford.
Yeah.
It's but they know exactly. I don't want us to say they don't know. They know exactly what they are doing.
They know.
The intentions are to.
I said, now, as Antonica said, I said, even court or no crowd was switching Supreme Court now. Court to crack can be ultimate 10 what court I said.
No, I think what he said was say, oh no, on casem Emma court to be anano. On casem Emma court to be anano. That means say before the casem no would him be done or the ato. It do the court crowd be loose. To the code assembly court be loose because no on them kunyani in the
yeah.
And we name the traditional rules of the United States. Nipa mienu kwa kunya ba kono ka se enko wi wa.
Akọ nipa kono.
Ekọ se nipa kono. Etu de kokọ to kra na ana anye na o kan sem bi se obi was makoje gazette na gazette de didi hine. Enye gazette no je enti gazette is just something to say okay bi am ekọ aban mu say omo wo omo ni chief one reference ekra. House of Chiefs.
Yeah.
Enti mu nyina am kan bom na House of Chiefs ma represent na bi ever say region we are. Bibinia na ba and now here gazette no ba akunya na ukotra so ukodi o ma akoton sasere ade e do je gazette e yo hene na say de
he knows his authority and he knows
and ema ne kasa and most of the cases now am for the akodi nyina say Boankra land ne ade nyina no he always win ne say bia or the power na yes ade fine but pay we no tradition no all the power to
do that
it one was what we nim
power
or who him na no ho kra anya ne fa otumi ka se wo akonwa no ntumi ni we ni bedi
wow
yeah also otumi show obi anim otumi say leadership sa ne mani nyina aka ho ye wo obi wo ho a wo no kosi akonwa so it's hard to nipa kra bebu no
that's true
oh dem it is ani mani nyina e ka tinya se bia oh we fie enti na se obi a o fie obi a betu akodi akonwa no so there are so many things that come into it my third video no the mentia say any sad you.
Revolt Radio.
Then no bit me kwatena wo se me se yen yi afenwa me ma as deputy leader na yan fa me ma me ma ne ma china na no yi obi akoto OKF no what so no di matem anopa awia no hold the party ni to ransom no ne wen me charge mu sen ana me de then am ye say 29-year-old akola na me ye me practice imra me gina mu den na me de to ho na me papa bie nyuma bebre a metimi ahwe abusua adwuma no na me se da bi me de me ho to ho e de ama me manfo akomrahye bedwam. That is my only sacrifice. I mean, yet say adwa inti ye persecute no ni say in a political career. And so ani and ne ni akoso wo do me kwa benya no. Baby a party ni panyi bia hye bia no. The writing is clear on the walls. And only me beto abani na Dr. Musa Dankwa.
Yes.
Or your report be na ba me wo constituency for I've been there for 12 years. Yeah, no ma share me see papa in some work no mun take na mun fanya adwuma wo. O monsieur papa no NDC for ato no e no work na hwe analysis that papa ne ye nyina. He predicted me lose primaries. And me ko primaries I knew the album I did to aban me I knew I was going to lose.
Now say the same album na mo dey previous.
Debbie. Yeah.
It was a different album.
Yeah.
At the time na omoye aba for sa polling station le na wuni ha.
Na me ni ha. It's a different album. And the album from top me you be free move from a soro ko pim from na adwen omo nyina ko adwen kro say ye nye in such a way say adwa no ye yi na free ho. And ye yi me free.
Speaking out and it will not help.
I am just reminding the party that this is a party that we fought for freedom of speech. We had our flag bearer, once flag bearer and once president, walk on the streets of Ghana, demonstrating the Ghanaians should be allowed to speak. And it's a constitutional right, freedom of speech. Who started speaking? Our General Secretary. Who started speaking after we lost the election? He was going everywhere, explaining. He went to the extent of telling people that nobody should blame him for the election, what we lost. He went on radio saying that His Excellency, the President Nana Akufo-Addo, wasn't listening to them at cabinet. That is what Kodua went on radio to say. And what? Now it's Adwa Safo stand and what? You are issuing a statement. What locus does he have? You were on radio, and if he wants to write a letter, a love letter,
to
should write that letter.
You can't let her buy why? For letter to so. A guy letter after you. I just have so tears you. So letter no by Enra. Or say directive to Enra or the second interview that letter by. Or say directive to all members. Cease discussing on matters that create disaffection within the party in the media. The New Patriotic Party NPP acknowledges the disappointment and emotional distress caused by our defeat in the last election. Many of us as party members have on several platforms expressed our anger, disappointment, and frustrations. However, we humbly ask that all party faithful remain calm so that cooler heads may prevail at this time. As an officer of the party mandated by the party constitution and the article, coordinate the activities and operations of the party. Please know that all party members are hereby directed to immediately cease discussing party issues that create unrest, negativism, and disaffection in the media and other related platforms. Let us also be mindful of the Article 35 of our party's constitution, which inter alia enjoins us to promote and defend the good name of the party. Going forward, the national, regional, and constituency party leadership shall respectively refer any member who violates this directive to the appropriate disciplinary committees of the party. Let us uphold the values of the NPP and work together to rebuild a stronger party for the future. Do you think, this message, was targeted, Jasmine, do you think it was targeted at Adwa Safo?
I think so, because she's the one doing a media tour right now. I don't know if other people are also doing it too, but she's the one doing a media tour right now. So for you to bring out this statement, there's only one person everybody's going to look at, which is her. So, yeah. Big Mike.
I think it's very obvious because friends saying Eugene here, right? That's his name. Eugene Entry about Bontin. I didn't see any pressure, and what's his name? Che Mensa Bonsu.
She was by or no Justin could ya or sign letter we grab because I because or no yeah the be a bonny ye a president in TF2.
Yeah, and I think so no and see if anything I believe it's a time all sure we know. Now was Sanka or Bonnie Dean.
Direct to her.
Yeah, I mean, friends say, oh yeah, they my own park one. What you know? So I say, but I don't think so. Baby, doing damage now is done already. It's done already. I mean, with Joy FM, the like the previous ones.
Once I know the kind.
With the kind, it's too late now. Like Obi any.
Radio.
Unim the amendment, yes. There's one thing that I don't understand, right? And Obia Kasa. Obia Obati Obia Kasa. Just say, Kennedy Japan would be late to be Kasa. Obia Kasa.
Yeah.
Why? Adjust for Koi Kasadi.
In this case, make us because of your bar.
If we say because of your bed.
I want to think so, yeah. Like in this case, yeah.
I think they say our weapon be a musro so the bar outer. I think
that
that's
could be also bad.
Say
Like,
Ghana for to say they have treated Kujusafo in this manner. The people that love also Kujusafo new be at a corner, sorry.
Yeah,
but people have massive respect for the man.
Yeah.
There are some people as I who say, hey, we Kujusafo poly say they let's say, yeah, it's gonna affect them big time.
yeah.
I think so much so good at weapon. I don't think say because because say Haji Fatimu Jira Kasa. Haji Fatimu Jira Kasa Kasa.
But I said, I'm for release behind my press release behind, right?
I'm for press release behind. It's not me. A man hear me dance say Ayoba. I think say BB wo hwa because say woman can't say be. Or say NDC. Eso we shape school feeding, you know.
Yeah.
Or say school feeding, you know. It's NDC for. It's school feeding the pa. Because Gertrude Koshiga so Major Courage Koshiga wife no or see oba and chain be catch and so we move for ghost names and she no want to be for making money and no say on to be yes I papa no could you suffer on to be yes but woman na would
yeah
until we cannot say yampa and say yampa
we don't know
but or say this is what happened or say the whole time about party in the moon and sad way. Also, buying a president catcher say before the man sika crowd aye adwuma no onko review of school feeding no so hu sika ye de buru say school feed and no it was so frame ame na ma o frame ame na ma no cause me dey am adwuma say menye say so man catcher say ono one upper level for need
yeah bro
it no ntimi me order say obra meeting yade it was all a report this is something na Ghana media no ana eme ya. Some conversation when they say yeah perfect. And I'm passing just for your report the command cabinet. Say school feeding, you know. Say. Yeah. This is something that we should like say we fight for. Say that report needs to come out because yes, our report on the command president. Then didn't yes, our report. Or my council media for Montreal command president. Yeah. Say yeah report the back or yeah report the back cabinet and I say why yes, our report.
But yeah, class as a report and it never came out.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, then if say I'm passing a report now,
then it should come out. Then it should come out for the public to see.
It didn't say move here or my nisika. Small. Next, more than a movie, and then you know also on it. If you can say for need a discount.
Order from above.
What I say, I think say informations like this. I know can't say or no. You live your balloon. Want to be? It's on record. Society just afford to a baby. Like what? So baby, it's on record. I just afford to a baby. I just have to say one to
into why not two?
Why not two? I just afford.
Yeah.
I didn't start processing a more intimate faso and to Tama now a more elected speaker.
Process.
I just have
to wait. 11 there now. Or say one to no. So
it's the same process. No, Tama now I'm more person elected speaker. No, I know anyone. I don't know why you to that same.
But say now this situation now just afford time. This situation now just afford time. It will be easier to say so. I draw about to abanibi. Manipulate it. But when I only one day or way the bad days because I draw to so I just want to abanibi. Or see day now about parliament. There was day now no more deliberations. A do day number 12 or so on one to abanibi. But it's on record. I draw democracy here very feeble because. Say I heard animal winner. Obi able to be a bibiano.
Oh yeah, easy girl.
I just have also want to but this is something I say Mahama. omutimi
to
shame.
investigate.
And she called on the president to say omu sa nima no. Ti say omu beja na akade yeah, no. And to be free say no, I don't think say because for your bet. Our weapons be a okuta documents, okuta information bi odum say gofo we di o man na wu a. Omu ja no a. Any the way a na na buasi afuna o kasa no.
Yeah.
Omu suro say omu ja no ya ngage no with be say you be in a free party the one say anima na.
But so information, why would you attack a person with information? Because the more you're doing this and you're putting this statement, it will, for a person who is ready to talk, I feel like it will just.
But also our political ambitions. Our ambitions. It's hard to do it on your own. It's better to be affiliated with a party. It's maybe I think that's and then more ambushing in the interview.
And on your way on cross here.
For Kesman, you know too. And then Kesman in the interview are paying party leadership you could put face over them.
Then there is something.
There is
something.
O se o ma ambushi o le fi eti say me mo pa akwa interview pa le di obwa o say Honorable Sarah Josafu has been ambushed by some leadership of the MPP in her house to prevent her from honoring the scheduled interview on Kesben TV this morning. Mr. Speaker reports.
Okay, and there is something. Okay, for you.
I mean,
yeah,
if it's
so
that bad, yeah, I didn't know like on crossing like the other party. Party power.
That's it. Yeah,
she won't be trusted.
But I'm found so.
Exactly.
There's a reason they are holding this.
It's a Tulsi situation.
Yeah.
Who?
Tulsi. Garbage. Yeah.
Yeah.
You believe in what you believe in, and you're trying to make a difference, right? And see, whoever takes you to make that difference, will help you make that difference.
Probably because of her father as well. You have to remember she's been using her father.
Now, what
they did to her father?
Probably the father. They're not loyal members.
Unim de power situation where you name. Say, I draw suffer. Ne papa, could you suffer?
Right.
They have a huge people who meet me decide to yati party. Like they have a huge following. And as somebody decides what the party are. But every people, side part of this be able to talk about just for the papa. Like on with them tell. It's a case of just a situation. It's between massage situation here pa.
I think what the MPP needs to do is say, or more as a matter to and they should find ways and means of bringing them back.
It's not going to work.
It's not.
It's not going to work.
It's not.
And in fact,
the way almost they attack them, the way they have vilified these people.
As an party, still on bleeding because
bleeding there. I think they're going to be bleeding for a long time.
It was up to now. Bleeding.
Oh yeah.
Because you need the people.
Numbers.
Election. You need the numbers. Inti sa issues we kwaso nyina no. Still no say adwa safo issues we kwaso no. Amafo akwa hu say oh sa party na me affiliating crowd sa na.
Omo your phone.
I'm not for crowds still cry. That's how I feel party.
No, make us bleeding in the danger in there.
I said what she's doing now is causing more harm than
the harm has already been there. I think it's like almost I'm per coin and keep when I say the Okobie way on us in the movement moving for change with party. Alan. Almost men keeping and then like
Alan so called the vital people in the party call you. Hope see will be a dirty job, Mamu say. Much about How the Alan Crabbe qua hopes it dear. Sikebu kwa lese kabo pemana who say hope shit. The movie ako de will be a dirty job say paro jara bale. Ako opposition.
Sergio Ramos.
Like what would ever tell? Obi a dirty job say them come Alan nonko.
Yeah.
But say hope say there as a vasa. O boss be ko ba o pa de ka se be bo akwa o bo a le dis ye dire ewu.
Yeah, because send all kind of friends and say so we apostle mo say o party and say party.
Yeah, o ma go MPP.
Yeah.
O ma go MPP.
Yeah.
So enti eso mo to be leverage side and wonum say so apostle officially e de Christus asafo ni nyina hye de bagay den sa wo.
Yeah.
Or the Christus asafo no ne kantanka ne hwan ni nyina so oni osisi a ne bagay no e dey say we so for maami o ne bagay no na e hwehwe bibia so.
Yes.
Right after weekend, yes, I didn't really started to talk bubble.
She has more power.
Now she has, that's power. Wow.
Yeah. To me, before say spiritual fortification.
It's not cool, baby.
Yeah, before say spiritual. Yeah.
The Jamaica said, Jamaica said, like, I'm finding ways to bring them back and make us sing again. Right now, like, the most, like, outspoken people are more part of I find your market. I create your letter.
I could
be. Now, I'm phobia. My home style be like.
Let's say Mohammed.
And I've so I see me about Kebbi Amunti. Like, I said, Amunti, I said, my grassroots for I don't think they can bring them together. In fact,
I mean, I don't even see how I'll be to me. I call Alan Jose. Maybe mene woko akokasa me me fisa land omunya na asema omunya na asema na te say hope see mo ya boabia samoa mo on na mo no mo nkasa no mo mra because land there
it's too late for
e dey no beti me ai position is wo di bia dey kai president so timi ni eti ono no one person on na yere ne ma 4 so ti odi ebo wo no konaka obu ebo no ye mo no mumunye dey I think that's the best way.
But I don't see Venice and Afenyomakin being able to like the new ones on Krakasa.
To say we say, you know, so we the party leadership. It we say, you know, a could be in team more and I say Jumawi.
Could you understand? Culture the Babonsi.
Say no, the party decision.
Still,
they will sometimes, you know, meet me. If I was a general secretary of Revolt. You know, I bet you as management. Near Dinkomo, near to Abano. Ye to Abano, me position. Aquetiame.
Yeah.
Still, I have to write the letter and put my name under it. Because, but you want to know.
Yeah.
Oh, could you be actual, but could you be a Saba because of bar?
No, it's a mature.
Politics.
That's a good part.
It's very sad, but we live to see. So let's go on our drive talk.
Revolt Radio. Define yourself. Tighten your seatbelt, be ready for the drive. Tighten your seatbelts and be ready for the drive. Tighten your seatbelts and be ready for the drive. We're driving you home to your various destinations.
We're driving you home to your
various destinations. With Kwanzanyame, Revolt Drive.
Yaya Boa say she lost a child due to this political stuff. That itself should even be enough for her to take a break from everything and take time to heal. I
agree.
Well, I agree.
I don't think it's a political stuff and the money losing, baby. I think it's like.
She says she should take a break.
Taking a break, yeah, but it's due to. Okay,
so you're taking a break from politics.
Also, she lost a child due to the political stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not because of the political stuff, but yeah, she needs a break. Yeah,
but it could be that.
It could.
But in the terms of one can't they say no, there's no post-mortem behavior because of political entity.
Well, due to it might be maybe delay
the stress and
delay in care. Maybe with all of this happening, the child could not get the proper care the child needs. Because mind you, they had to move from Ghana to America, so maybe through that time. So there might be a reason. Or how did the child get hurt?
Reason they be able reason.
It might be the political reason. Somebody might have hurt the child.
Reason. Anyway, it is what it is. Okay, so I'm here Facebook for that kakra. So Black Jesus Bechao, Kingdom citizen, or say for my son, I would definitely encourage him to start early. I have already started training my nephews. Okay. MC Mungu Park, or say if you allow your boy to do it and your daughter is close to her, she will do it too. Abedi ya chain abewu. Kwame Mike, Jai bro for 7. Kofi Snow. Anyway, so the drive talk. This is the question. You know, will you donate a liver?
Kidney.
Kidney. Sorry, kidney. Will you deliver your kidney to your partner? So no about ho. Maybe now ne be mate ho. Maybe a name mu ayedene na yare akoba. na ɛyɛ sɛ donate ne kidney akɔsɛe de wotu nneɛma bi nti ne kidney baako asɛe ne kidney asɛe wɔwu a ne sa nipa nso wobɛtumi alive on one kidney nipa bi a wɔ mmienu nti yɛbusa sɛ ɔdɔfo a ɔdɔ no a wɔne ne teɛ ɛbɛtumi aba sɛ wayɛ ne ho adeɛ ɛbɛtumi aba sɛ wonyɛ ne ho adeɛ deliver baako ɛfa balo deliver baako ɛfa balo we started big bag we started big bag
The way I dream,
No, I just wanted to know, say, I was here, I wanted it, and I said, I won't pin
it can be any. It can be the one and one day. It can be the only and one day.
Okay.
Will you deliver your kidney to your partner? Yeah, go, Big Mike.
Kidney to a partner, you're me. Na the bakwache. Nyankopon him say nya bakwa no my me. I think so yes, I mean you that's me anyone ba yeah. Man about.
Oh yeah, we hear it.
That's me anyone ba.
Now on no ma. What do you mean?
We need him bad yeah.
So no about ho now na worry. Now for some reason a many more. No hear that help am for man.
No.
But Emma Umua. What's the distinction?
The station is at least so or you know so me say even obey to me I mean at now we are action number. So me you know so on also bet my understand that she might be alive to take care of the kids. But we need him bad there.
That's all know about 10 years.
Yeah, but like we need him bad there like outside of like our connection.
On our low sperm count in Tina Muntimimo.
It could be. Well, exactly. And no point to bit major for after you give it the kidney. And she adding to now the
kidney you will survive on one.
Still I mean yeah, but when one bar your connection outside of like Venice say be a minimum like we our kids connects us.
What you say kids no crying your ma.
Now you're just doing that.
They be just stream, yeah.
No, that's how y'all be saying when
just stream,
Calm down.
That's the extreme.
Calm down.
Cool down. Yeah, so very so many one bad there. I think it has I will do that. But when in I doubt I will do that. Like I don't think I'll do that. Honestly.
Jasmine.
I'm also on Big Mike's side. It depends the situation that led to you needing a kidney. There are some situations as you can't prevent it, and then there are some situations as poor health choices that led you into needing a kidney. I will weigh all that option. Then, if I feel the need to give you my kidney, and also I have to be married to you. Or it can be, we are dating and then you need a kidney. No, there has to be, or even if we're dating, we have crossed the way of just, we're playing. We are in a serious committed thing that it's leading to that. Then I will give it to you. But that one I'll wait because giving a kidney, that I'm also putting my life at risk. Because after you donate your kidney, I will forever be on anti-rejection meds. So imagine I don't take meds in my life. Now,
what do you mean by anti-rejection?
So once you give your kidney, you've removed a part of you. So your life forever, you're on anti-rejection. It's like, let's say probiotic. Now you're forever on it because a part of you is gone.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Don't worry.
Nursing school.
I got you. Nursing school.
Yeah,
yeah, you're on anti-rejection.
Oh, really? I'm
not catching that.
Go.
No, but for the rest of your life, you're on anti-rejection meds, you're on probiotic. You're also prone to certain illness even easier because a part of you is gone, right? So I will have to weigh a lot of options in order for me to give you my kidney. So if we're married, yes, I will give you my kidney after I weigh, does he make poor health choices or good health choices? If it's good health choices, then I know my kidneys are safe. But if he makes poor health choices, if I give you my kidney, how am I guaranteed that kidney I'm even giving to you? Because after you even get a kidney, you can also ruin it that you need another one. Mm-hmm. How am I guaranteed that the kidney that I'm giving you, you will now make good health choices to protect that? So I'll weigh all of that.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
You said, I think like you said, like, you said that you were married to a person, and I said, even if you're date, you guys have crossed that line.
Yeah.
Right? So what if in that dating scenario, and you guys have crossed that line, and then you give that boyfriend or partner of yours a kidney, and then he breaks up with you, would you go back and get the kidney?
Oh no, then I know I did it in good faith. Knowing
You won't sue for your kidney.
Man, I'll go back for that.
No, you can't go back for it. Once it has been transferred-
I'll be suing.
No, I wouldn't. But then I know, say, it was leading into something. I did it in good faith. Then I will. But yeah, it depends the situation. I'm willing to even give my.
I'll
kidney.
go back and then go get it, and then
you
find a
can't get
kid.
it back.
Go find a kid in foster home that actually needs a kidney.
You can't get your kidney back once it's in somebody else. You can't.
So it means I can put you down.
Huh?
If you pay the all kind of the so imagine the kidney there, and they are. GM, about your kidney. Will you donate it in the first place? Will you donate?
First of all, yeah, I don't cry. You could see saying now you're jumping.
And ube focus on.
To me, dear, me, to me, yeah, why you marry me?
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. So no one cry. So
No
yeah.
one cry, 10 cry now. I would never do it.
I did yeah.
Because I have my cancer more.
Cancel.
Some with D4.
Because
Radio.
seriously, man, no baby or what. Yes, I'm a cry now. Nipa cry. I won't even trust in Nipa. Me in casa ma. Because in this situation, the bit my partner, bit my your bar now, Bema.
Or partner, hey. Okay. So partner a bit where your bad bema there, what I okay.
No, me.
Yeah, all kind in general. Like,
Let me watch them be busaus be general. Who watch them be busaus?
General Assembly America. I say be a or partner Bema na Bema or partner.
yeah.
Yeah.
Count them.
General America. Won't even trust in Nipa. There are so many instances or why you be prepared now we expect to say be a ochna Nipa no be
Papa be on your money.
No I so I will favor be an baby but uncle yes sir. The honor nema heartbreakness and your money me dear me what I saw your mirror on your mirror I don't think say made me kidney the mouth. What if say made me kidney the mouth na ochna ebi ya mako through situation bi na me so me kidney ba ko na ko say na me hia ba ko na
Everybody waiting list.
ebe ye dey what's the matter ebe mama ana
You can't.
nti adentina
Oh here back on say. You can live on. Now you go pay be ma.
donate ba ko
Ni ya go pay be ma.
You know how long a kidney waiting list is?
Oh.
It can be up to like 2 years.
Your family members. If you can look in there and see if you
Now
can
it's
get
a
some.
whole family. Don't go to first time.
I said-
compatible
I said compatible, yeah.
Compatible.
so okay
Then they're compatible.
if I know
Only they're compatible. Yeah, I said then we are not having this conversation. Only compatible till they having this conversation.
if only we are say
Oh yeah, compatible. Whatever.
say if the situation is so critical na yahwe ma yenya bi na e wasa me de media ma wa beton ama
Ubeto kidney.
It's
Ubeto.
illegal.
It's illegal, to say.
Yeah, it's illegal to sell your kidney.
It is.
There's a difference between like one mommy kidney, then I donate. You know how they always say there's people are selling on the black market. You can
Yeah,
go to
it's
jail for
true.
it.
Yeah, it's true. Just
There's a difference
I'm out for my I'm out for you.
Yeah, there's a difference between.
but I read online say I'm on for Tom.
They
Ah,
go
say,
to jail.
black
They
market.
find out you go. There's a Nigerian couple right now in the UK that went to jail for something like that. You go to jail for it. There's a difference. So the best way, you have to say, "Mama will keep."
Miami
right?
Docuno.
So what it could be is like, let's say I'm in school right now. And you can be like, oh, you're donating to my school towards my tuition. And I say, you're donating a car. It's called donation. A car to me, but you can't sell your kid. If they're legal,
It's funny. I just Googled this and listened to what it says. Yes, selling a kidney is illegal in most countries, including the United States. Guess the second country?
Where?
UK.
Ghana. And many other nations. Laws generally prohibit the sale of organs to prevent exploitation, human trafficking, and unethical medical practice. Wow.
Because there was a kid they took from Nigeria to the UK.
And they said the old Tony Pana.
Yeah.
To just steal his kidney. So you can't do that.
Now, let's say Obi Wuna, the person professor. Oh, okay, me kidney.
So that
Oye donor.
ask you about that. donate organs, no, but you can't donate to a specific person. It's general.
But donating because I can't go through.
Unia, obaya na onye. O she situation da. O she situation da. Oh yeah. You see the day out there. Regarding the situation, to say oba relative, what they want kwara, ebia kwara 4 years, 6 years, gwada.
Now, mummy no mobile na me say me nya.
There be a you will question for you.
We were not surprised.
To say obara net no now.
Okay.
Ona won kwara enye say bi o manyini won kwara to say 3, 5, 7. What you say? The woman is down. O here kidney. Also the match. O the man na na solve for incredibility. Mbe kidney ni. Na kidney say enton. Kidney no obi na e de ma.
About your waiting list.
It can be like 6 years, 5 years. Can I ask him a question real quick?
Life support for having.
Can I ask him a question? Do you know how much dialysis costs? But anyways, let me ask you a question. What if it's not your partner, not your oba? What the oba? Not your oba. Don't do the whole and yeah. What if it's your oba? No. What if so why you DNA? Why you DNA and your oba? What the oba na na unfa ma oba? Sorry, I know says now.
No, it's very good. It's a very good question.
I want to.
Beba no.
Kawash it to him.
Oba na beba.
Who ya?
Hey, daughter.
Let's, for the sake of what I know, the answer, your oba or your oba. For the sake of me, I already know the answer.
Let's say
16, 17,
maybe
18.
Let's say 12.
Let's say 20.
No, let's say 12.
20.
Or boyfriend.
That's why I said 20. That's why I knew it would lead.
Obi required that's all the baba.
Not my responsibility.
So you tia no the other baba. But what tia no the afọ.
What's your boyfriend?
Who's your boyfriend?
We are seeing
This is the best in this one.
It's so funny, sir.
I hope your wife.
I'm just creating a scenario, right? When I send the banner here, I would tell you like, "Wako hospital." Not nurse, not friend. So, are you Mr. G? I say yes. Oh, we need a kidney for your daughter, so you can give her the phone. Hello, man, sir. I almost said yeah. Oh, da. So yes, me kidney na. Almost show me more than almost say me show someone who the never far. Now, boyfriend.
No, we say about the boyfriend.
It's just gonna be like,
I'm going. What do you mean? So, Begalo little I'm going.
Sometimes, I would say we protect your valuables.
Your daughter is not your valuable.
It is
You have 2 kidneys.
No, what if
your valuables? Your valuables.
And it's a work out. You will be catching us. Oh, for back on. What if they do to me?
I am the head of the family. I have to make sure, say, my family is well taken care of.
You wish your wife die.
No.
Wow, that's evil, though.
Well,
let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question real quick?
Ask your question. Ask your question.
Say, okay, now you're saying you're bed trendy, right? So that means your wife is on waiting list. She's consistent. Wait, cool down. Cool down. Now say your wife is always on dialysis, and then, God forbid, she passes away. Will you feel guilty?
No, I will not feel guilty.
You killed your wife.
You're on the valley.
But you were compatible. But you watch her.
Kidney disease.
Oh no, so it can happen. I've seen people who are healthy that have cancer or have.
Maybe it's bad. It's due to your bad lifestyle.
No, there are. But then I'm saying, like, let's say, what if she has a clean bill of health?
Your fan said, "Makofo oba." Now maybe in the past, no, I hear drugs in the alcohol, and this and your money. Maybe I na ya woman na sisi I was starting a kidney problem.
But then what if she has a clean bill of health?
Me donate me kidney. Me say there be me donate. Then na say bibia kwa ya wona so akowu a. You are coming to blame me, sir.
No, we're not blaming. Okay, I'm not blaming. What if she has a?
But also,
what if she has a clean bill
also
of
would
health?
you feel guilty? Say,
I
can't be to me a one.
That's the mother of your kids. You're going to watch them let her die.
No, so
you're going to kill her.
What you say, Young Maria?
Yeah, what will be for the bema? I'm not going to compare the
Oh, say if I don't go to kill you.
But you married me. if you were not in the picture, I would have been with somebody else who would have maybe donated their kidney.
Delete me
I am with you.
Delete me from the
With
picture.
you. Forget I am in the picture.
But no, in this case, you are in the picture.
But assume
We've
he's
tested.
not.
You're compatible. I have a clean bill of health. That means I don't have a past of drugs or alcohol or anything. I have a clean bill of health. As my husband with children, you're going to watch your wife die.
Don't you have parents?
My parents are not compatible. Maybe my mom, the first person my mom will test. She's not compatible. My dad will test. My sister.
So you
You're
keep on searching. You keep on searching.
And then I die.
You die.
Do the search. God forbid, oh, I beg.
Minimobia. No,
You
same
No.
situation. Say yeah. Same situation. Say yeah. Ono krana ni pa no nware no mo nware. O decide so o de bema no. But just omo kwaye no na amfa.
I know people are even after marriage. Nipa no wajano.
Na me tese me yire say ojame kra na me tese ohia kidney na mumi na ne be fa me de bema no.
Despite the fact that say, oh, yeah.
Honorable man, let's give it to honorable. Wait. You need to learn.
Why are you?
We respect you.
Now, me here no.
Gossip. Hey, who kidney ase we.
Yo, kidney there seriously. And yet, I deal with me say.
Valuable.
Enye juwa no aka se makota akotobi.
Obi yare no ohia kidney tina.
Akoyi dia wa lo. But it has to be somebody.
Yeah. So
Is there a person?
You asking my question.
Okay. Nipa family nim. Nipa be 2 or 3. Na omunya konya kidney disease all of a sudden.
Ana they don't say I need to be heredity.
Not to see, I'm supposed to donate to 1 kidney to let's say be any What do you think, sir? Mayor?
She say uma me ne o yere no ba. Ho ana do man.
Because me the mama akwa complain.
Oh for bobia.
Me the mama akwa complain.
So who in this world will you give your kidney to? I was about to say I'm your best friend. So I know maybe you would be man. I won't say it on air. But like, who in your life will you give your kidney to?
Oh, but
I said I'm your best friend. He's supposed to say me.
Nyankopon wanye partial.
Mo bi ebi.
Ama 2 no man be 2.
But it's destroyed.
I didn't now. One person you greedy now. Sanji me there back.
Now go with that today.
Who in this world? No, but say if you have kid, they remove it. But who
As
in
long
this
as who
world?
2 na mo 2 ne I'm not gonna
No,
give
it's
to
not
anybody.
there. It's destroyed. So ye free war.
I'm here everywhere. I'm gonna compare me from
So I'm asking, who in this world will you give your kidney to, Mr. GM?
I'm not gonna give my kidney to anyone.
Nobody.
Yeah, ready. Hey, are you an organ donor on your license?
No, I wouldn't even.
Can you go?
I will never do that.
Really? Why?
May but I won't put it on my license. I'll just put it in my will or something like that. But I say my license party. I say a police officer BIG, I know I heard no one who said we do that. No actual address at all. I go fully here be there. Oh, what's here?
I don't know. I thought he had a gun.
Boom, you don't call you kidney. It's here, I'm fine, more real.
Yeah.
Or it's all will better than say over here. I think say so nipa ya make na say me. It's funny when you are in that situation. To say OTS, to say do work say oh, the first person will be my mother. Unya urabu ya da boso man be ya da wa baby. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I'm telling you.
No, I'm saying the first person I'll reach out to is my mom. Like, yeah come give me your kidney.
You always think say this a debut or her. To say me to say the way I make her say even if we are together or not, I'll give it to her. If you could have anything, probably she would even give it to me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you what it is. It's the people that you would think they would do it, you know, because this person now no in the situation. No, on Beman na de to no. Oba na your girlfriend was willing. Ne mama, ne papa, ne nuamobi to nobody said no. They're not giving. Ono so na he omu nyina
GM style.
Bema no on the home now. It took girlfriend to say you know what, but omuko no na enye comparable.
Yeah.
Or the weight a use line so ana.
No
No nyebi. So you may think say
Ninja we and the bush of one.
that's for sure.
I will block all of them. Did they give themselves
Yeah,
a chance
yeah,
to even test it, or they didn't?
Almost
They didn't.
They can't
I
do
will
it.
block all of
The
them.
family say they can't do it.
Na make I say on bumpire for GM maybe.
Now, me and I want to be so say you're going to take it personal because the person Charlie, it's a part of the body. A part of the body that would you know.
I don't owe you my kidney.
No, I don't owe you my kidney. Yeah, I'm just sitting here. There's a few people in my life that right now.
You are
I
making it
understand
look
that.
as if said.
You don't
That's
owe
why the
that.
fact that we are married, we have a kid, you need to know. Whatever you need from me.
But even if you're not married, Krana, me sitting here, there's some people right now that if they call me about something like that, I'll be quick to go do a test just to make sure.
Because
I
God
can
has granted
donate
you
it.
the
Not my
grace.
kidney.
No, there are some people. So
Oh, Kasa.
you, no, yeah.
Eddie, I said what I can.
Come
Debbie, I said what I can home. Obe free say a small a life test power.
Yeah.
Life test, but sometimes seeing your woman.
Yeah.
Me I mean to me stand the class and me here. So me I mean to me start the cry. Like I just don't want to see my wife sick. Intermediate, I would easily do it. But me nim di obey mama honestly.
I will.
That is the issue.
Me nim di obey mama.
I would.
Oh,
Me nim di obey because the thing is that those that you think,
situation.
those that you think will do for you
You're
are the ones that
Sometimes people are. I'm out for a no num and I'm out for no reality just because of things that they are getting from you.
That's true.
If you need something from you now from what?
Yeah.
But if they need something from you, what they expect.
there's this popular guy. You know, be any no, me person born for some. I used to be very cool when he be Charlie when you research with me, you say I will do everything for this guy. And then I realized, say, we have a phone so. Anytime be our friend be and I say me
Something.
me be a man. I say anytime be our friend be and I me be a man. And I've decided to say, okay. See one time I'm a friend, I'm seven to discuss it. I refer Charlie. Now let's say so we have a call. Oh, nanka even I'm better. You know, yeah, you see. Oh, Charlie, maybe I'm one. They do how I say boys are bad. They when you different. Just I say when I make and then the voice that I'm using to talk to you, this is not my usual voice. So they just say, maybe I could there's something wrong. Oh, Charlie, you the own. Like I say, oh yeah, willing cross the American. I'm so okay. I'm in the toe. You me on pebone. Me wo ho one day be a frame me. Na me buo fun to frame am fa to me train manager visit. Oh. Charlie, me am kwan mu am kukumasi o na nka me say we am say me frau na you know. It unim the barbecue. Okukumasi. You probably think it's okukumasi obenya car. Up a catry. Probably you need accommodation.
Yeah.
Okay, let me call this guy.
Of course.
Oh, lie. Teacher say, oh, the own life, mono, the own here. On say your walk. And I mean, but I'm in a very good relationship that at the time now I thought, say, if I need something, this is the person I could call.
Yeah.
And then he did that. And sometimes, you know, you would think, say, your mother or your father, but say, it's that when they made money, their mothers, their fathers, and all became enemies. Because all of a sudden, you know, Ninya Bafi say, I don't know, you trick car, we are not meant to be in your car. The mammy feels it's what me to car, my already. I thought to be Toby Monia. I mean, I'm not going to be the one to buy that car for now, no, my man. This is the mother that you think say, wouldn't need to see you. You'll be surprised until your level in life changes. It's really a pay. Maybe ni mo be out.
Just me, so not your
Oh, I got your back.
The only reason why I'll give it to my wife, you know, because of a personal situation that I'm in. What I say, I need her to be strong, to say me knew what to be able to take
the children.
yes care of that situation that I'm in. That's the reason. And yes, no, me donor auntie, me feel me donor to the
But so anyone so you can take care of your children.
I can.
Evil, bruh. Who hurt you? Nah, GM, we need therapy. We need therapy.
of stone.
Emotional abuse.
No,
birth abuse.
Like, bruh, who hurt you?
It's that's
It is well.
So you don't get heartbroken. Oh, me and Kameyama no. Oh, me punk Kameyama. Me say bakra.
Yeah.
Oba will struggle to do everything for her. The boyfriend will catch and say, "What if I get?" You'll be surprised. No, the boyfriend will catch and say, "What if?" Say now they come out, Papa. He's old.
What if I need it?
What if?
I need it.
Obeka said,
Situation
"Me see one who come out catch and say." My boyfriend may need my boyfriend may need it.
Yeah, what you said. What
So you're preparing your boyfriend for
me programming my dress so I don't get hurt.
Maybe I know it's not be say baby. It's not my friend when I'm da come obi. And me ya. Now it's not be. Nipa no.
you guys pre giving.
Just say me mommy say. So me share age, you know. And I said, oh, you know, there's no point of giving liver. Kidney. I know why I keep saying liver. Giving kidney. For what? To tell me I made 60-something years. And I said, me man a kidney. Oh, for kidney. Me get sure class or the say.
You ain't getting it.
But how do you think that conversation will be?
No.
Going to your partner to
You
say
were
that.
70.
Or going to your partner to tell her, I can't do it.
Like, yeah. It be a hospital. No? I communicate. Say normally, no. I'm communicate to the patient.
Yeah.
I'm communicate to. Yeah.
You say you're not compatible.
They'll let you run a test first.
Yeah.
They'll run. So when they when they run the test, they won't tell the wife. Say you found a donor. They'll tell you. So you the man can come and be like.
But how you gonna tell? Especially when your wife is aware. Say. Wait me, I'm on a kidney.
She doesn't know if she's compatible or not. So what you can come back and say, no, you can come back and say, so my test is.
How is that conversation? To say, oh dear, how are you gonna communicate it to your wife?
My wife.
The wife I don't want cry 357.
The doctor should be the best person to tell her, not me.
Okay.
Yeah, but what catching is some me and
doctor they say you run a test based on the blood. Based on the blood, no one ukunu is compatible.
Oh, mean to me.
Like, how are you gonna deliver that message to your?
Oh, this one, so you don't need any special GDR or say me.
Direct.
I can't do it.
But what would be your reason why you cannot?
I just can't do it.
I can't.
That is just you can't.
I just can't do it.
Can't do it. All you got two, and I don't want to.
But that's gonna kill her.
Your marriage is over.
Yeah.
She's already died.
She's already gonna die anyway. Anyways, man. Conversation about bad than palm. Yeah. Bad than palm. And I'm telling you, your wife. Before crowd over complicated, over catch a crowd. Over catch a crowd. Catch a crowd. Say, yeah, I'm compatible with your father.
I incited my kids.
But how would
they do that all the time?
How would you know your husband?
Even on food, they will do it. Let the kidney.
I'm not the cause.
You are the cause.
No, I'm not.
In a case like this, right? If let's say, God forbid, and the wife dies, if I'm the child, I'll do like Ashake is doing to his father.
No, no, the other.
But imagine so on board. That's the kids get older.
Now, Papa, why not just say the kid off a movie? Your fees all one.
I will make sure you suffer.
Would you make
if I'm the child, knowing that you're the reason my mother is dead, when you could have helped, I promise you.
People that do.
I am the reason why your mother died. I am not the reason why your mother. I am not the reason your mother died. I am not.
You're the reason.
I am not.
Hey, can you search causes of kidney for me? To see say possible say
diabetes.
Yeah, I say too much salt,
diabetes, sodium drink, stuff.
And also
dehydration. Those stuff.
It's nothing that you can blame on your partner. In no way are we to blame sad on your partner. There's no way.
Because it unfortunately happened to you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't give you money.
It's all the unfortunately.
Yeah, maybe the process. Maybe
But big.
Why are you giving yourself?
But big back. Is it possible? Do you have somebody apart from your wife? Do you have somebody you think say, "Bia, you may think of giving?
Yeah, I think so.
Who would this person be? I hope so. Your side check.
Oh, no way. My little brother.
Yeah, your brother, right?
Yeah. I know.
Who will be out of man?
Oh, my baby sister. That's not even a question. Yeah, my baby sister. Mary into the world. My
Say the uncle see the ever say.
You the one ask.
Because you know your Udubia. But how papa?
Na kuma so anka sa oti ha wo so ma me kura di 60 nya da.
Baby dey be so me fa ba. The same be say who.
So obewu no me san fa ma.
Be free say the same mama to us is 60 something on your adwuma.
Yeah.
On like they are now we are here kidney the eye. The same thing oh. Oh the age that so. Age now so you're just not giving it to anybody. No. It's your personal property.
Yeah. It's my valuables.
I agree
and
with
I'm
you.
protecting my valuables.
If your wife gave you money for it, will you give it to her? Like,
Then we can't say
I don't take money from women.
Yeah.
okay, so in case like this, my father comes and pays you
For what?
for your kidney for
Still
me.
not
Would
doing
you
it.
do it? Give you like a good tangible amount,
Maybe
whatever
there's
amount,
money involved,
whatever
yeah.
amount you're going to ask me, my father for. My father is going to pay it for your kidney for me. Would you do it?
No, I won't.
You are lying.
I won't.
Let's say you are right now. My father gives you 1.5 million.
I won't.
You won't do it.
I won't do it.
I don't trust him.
No, I won't.
There's a lot
I
of
don't
people.
think so.
Your people they are dwelled on principle, and when they make a decision, it doesn't matter.
I don't think so. I would
Yeah.
do it.
Because earlier you said you will sell it.
Oh, that is
So
to
I'm
the
saying, so if
extreme,
my-
but
Yes, so to the extreme, my father wants to buy it.
Metia say, "Matimi akobo me 10 hours bi aba, menya kakra de adidi up and down. What do I need to sell?
You
my
keep
kidney?
his valuables intact.
Oh, just keep it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sell.
Those are
I really
valuables.
prayed that my.
I
Wow.
don't think I will sell.
But they're valuables to say the work. It's something that is. And yeah, idea who here be able to acquire a koto. Until you have to protect it.
Blood donor, obetimi easily any no.
And the muja so cheneba.
Yeah. Kidney which free why try.
Until muja de, but kidney de ni wa.
It's a kidney. It's a who call you not Ghana cry like you see a youth no. I have very common word.
In so no, and I'm saying what I know.
Yeah, until you can na be a said you can na me na mo you can so be can be.
Boba unim.
I don't know.
But I said they will run test. They will run test and they.
Ma code donate back. Me code donate back. I see maybe back on so ho aka.
And I say BI or your destiny into women face.
Oh, destiny obi a one destiny.
Maybe an destiny.
Obenam kidney failure mo na wu. Me to me block destiny.
Oh, the man of group.
Me to me block the Yankopon aka fa. So
no kidney.
No kidney. I'm fast. Yeah, valuables. What's it?
I personally think that everybody have that one person.
Oh yeah.
okay.
A tuner or the one.
Oh yeah.
I think everybody have that one person. A tuner.
Yeah, I'm yet to
To find that one.
No.
Oh no, wow.
Oh, the business they are 30 years near one year.
Who is 30?
now
This is your ancestor.
obi what me do
40 years near one year.
Well, yeah, that's possible.
okay,
You
let's
should
say,
get these, yeah.
mo say my wife ya will be fine. My donate to make it in the back amount. Then maybe a year later or something happens in the marriage. So our remaining who be jai.
Oh, but we are caught.
Yeah, okay. But how do you make it in so na call?
It's a kidney water. A part of you. It won't be there. A part of you.
So I don't know.
Do you think that people can actually do that, especially somebody that or donate
Oh, yeah.
kidney?
Oh yeah. They'll
It
do it in a
happens.
heartbeat.
Yeah, it happened in even friendships. She was best. Selena Gomez, you know, her best friend donated her kidney for her, and then after the donation, they're no longer friends. They were best friends. At the time that she
Is
needed
it the
it,
same
she was the
personality
only
fighting
person
itself?
that was there.
No,
for
it's
her.
not.
No.
It's just human beings being evil.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, I think it's okay. So do you think say Ode kidney Emobia? There's a part of you at the master any plan.
Yes. Yes.
To say
We
a
are
part of
surviving
you
on our kidneys, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's there's a part of you
It's
then
beating
it means
that
say
person.
it could be the same personality right now.
That is fighting it.
Like when you donate a heart,
Like-
still the person's heart beating.
Yeah, like it's the same
Yeah.
personality, and when it's the same personality, there's always friction.
I don't think it would be the kidney, but I feel like the heart one, I believe the heart one. Yeah, the heart one, maybe I will believe it. But then the kidney.
I'm not hard to know.
Also, your heart plays a huge role in certain things that
When a
you
broken heart, you know,
you don't think your kidney does.
not really. The kidney, you say you're breaking heart and the kidney.
On a broken heart, you know.
You see, it's funny that we think so some parts of the body. No?
Religion.
Cat. Uchicha more. That's a film. I heard the real. Your whole body feels.
Another prophet on sir.
You think they will say, your whole body.
That is the worst feeling. A prophet on sir. Oh, man.
Anyway,
You need a prophet for some see.
you see, it affects your brain, your eyes. Yeah, more that you would think say,
Man.
there's no part of the body.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would think it's a valuable way.
Oh no, I feel like it's valuable. I feel like the one that will react and I feel like will replicate, somebody's character will be the heart.
What about the blood? I think even the blood more than the
heart for
and
me.
infuse with the person.
The heart for me.
because the blood and then if you eat the brain and everything is the brain is
See that mean your blood donation.
it's the moment you start going that way, a kidney needs to pump it.
I thought so. Blood donation.
I don't do blood donation. That's a personal and like a culture thing for me. I don't do blood donation. That's something, it's a family thing for me too. So,
Will you donate for your husband? If your husband needs
if it's needed, my husband,
you break tradition.
I'll break tradition for my husband, yes. But then for me, like the
Your-
whole,
your
how
boyfriend.
human boyfriend can, like just for fun boyfriend
No,
or
no.
serious boyfriend.
For fun boyfriend, then maybe I need to be a bit my serious boyfriend.
Serious boyfriend.
Say, you're now on the Bema da. A bit my serious boyfriend. For fun boyfriend, be any.
Lately there's for fun boyfriend, there's
Me
casual
say,
boyfriend.
and that's
Oh.
omuna naming is about and this.
For me, I
Unyane ni
would.
pane da no unyanye mwa for fun nimbi.
Yeah, I think for me I would, depending the situation. But like them general red blood donation that they do, that's something I can never do. That's just me.
May the blood them fish so you donate if you have it because I know China about more. Yeah. Ochia and a bamo.
Yeah, I don't do general donation.
Adentina on China and my mamo.
My blood has power. That's it.
Right, what on
Oh,
Ghana,
for me,
Ghana
my
those days.
blood has power,
We are no more
babe.
provisions.
Oh, they do here. They give you food. They'll give you gift cards.
Come on.
And I say how much for ton a you crama a you for
Plasma.
plasma for
Yeah, plasma. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, and we're going to selling blood. Saying it's get drew.
Yeah.
Yeah, ton moja is get drew.
Yeah.
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 They give.
Wow.
And if you have, even here in America, if you have a certain blood type, they
Yeah,
sell.
Now,
Not
Aquana
all,
7.
but there's
Aquana
some
7 okay.
unique blood
Also, do
types.
the blood type would tea. There was the blood type would tea on no mark on home. Because of blood type. Them. What's it? I don't be a real positive data before I be more coma. I'm special.
And here, shout out to our special.
So, it's Aquana. So, video. Anyway, it is what it is. It's GM, the crack, no donation. What do you say?
Now they are made donate. No matter who you are. I will never ever
Donate it.
I will not do.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's put you on life support. Your boyfriend and
Like, now, wait, like, who wait, dialysis, wait.
I am the head of the family. I'm supposed to provide
find
for
ways.
the family. To make you me donate me kidney na me
They are going to
so when my week.
Valuable.
And this same
Wait to be for match, and crow bar,
this same
Becassa.
Obama Sunday Jao.
Obecca out to be for match.
After the my week, there are some things to be activities you are to me.
Like I said, I
Oko
won't
change say
get
Bema question is see how to me say. To me you want to me say. Our
Match class ought to be fun. Amount to be for match.
I'll send this video to your wife before she marries you.
The wife with him, no. The wife
So
with
she
him, no.
knows what she said.
The wife with him, no.
The wife.
The wife with him, no.
That's crazy.
Anyway, Udi has also been donating.
Oh, yeah.
Crack.
For my wife, yeah.
Why do you inside?
Yeah.
when you're broken heart too.
Oh, man, okay. Minya evidence. I just minya ba.
Oh here.
Everybody has to chop breakfast.
Minya be that.
I don't know who no because I worry unyanya be ade de bia me dwene
I
ho.
be your jam akwai me.
Onya worry bi unyanya bi ade so musu bia be nya bi.
Oh.
You are right be free na ba.
Omo na mo ka.
Not from your child.
So be be no bit of break heart.
It's your life, it's your
If
choice.
you've not been there, don't say never.
Me be
say
no
never.
bit of break heart.
Really?
Me be.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Can come from so many.
I didn't
It doesn't
remember
have-
Baba broke heart.
Business can also break your heart. It doesn't always have to
Me
be a
say
relationship.
me be bia ni wi ase bit of broke
Okay, what
heart.
about
Ti say me ma ye adwuma. Na me nyam na me ba no e ba adwuma ni. Me ba waji me made na ba be share adwuma so be manage. Like what did ever tell us? No ni nyansa kwa no ye toto ne ma no toto ne ma nyɛ no ansa wi dedi.
Yeah.
Me be bia no betumi am broken heart. Me so luckily for me me ma mienu. Oba kura nim no akasa akoma no kwa. Be no broken heart.
Sons give the worst broken heart than daughters. Daughters protect your heart. Just saying.
Yeah, no correct.
It's the truth.
Yeah, no correct.
Me, the way
To
I
their mothers or their
the
fathers.
way I protect my dad's heart today.
Ah,
I don't play with my
maybe
father.
to their fathers. Now maybe
Speak for
baby no
yourself.
woman broke heart.
Speak for yourself.
I me dream you broke heart. What's up with you? Anyway, that's what it is. Enti GM there also we any thing. Kuta jino apostle ube GM. Nya this or no or then the kidney be ma. Just be so the kidney the be ma.
Oh yeah. Word.
Big Mike is so the kidney be ma. Before conversation, we say Chevy say some guys are dangerous. With that being said, you may see, all right, now make will be here. That's something here. Bye bye, guys.
Revolt Radio.